What's up, everybody? It's your girl Ericka from the Classy Climb blog. Clearly, Skynet does not want me to win, but we will be on. We will win today. So, hey, you probably got on this video. You're like, who are you? Hey, I'm Ericka Williams, the author of Smartphone Millionaire, How to Lend to People, Businesses, and Real Estate from the palm of your hand. Definitely give this video a like us up. Let's defeat Skynet by being on here, being fired up. Come on. It's crazy day, crazy Sunday. They call it Sunday Fun Day. Now, like I was previously saying, this is the Sealy Group. It's a real estate group here in Austin, Texas. They are dominating. They're doing great. They're a part of Keller Williams. The big thing is in groups, and they sell a lot of real estate. So they sell so much real estate. They threw a concert with stars, not just nobodies, like stars at it, where it's unlimited barbecue, wine, alcohol, you name it. It's there to celebrate people who have bought homes this year. I mean, that's how much money is running in and out of Austin. So the Sealy Group, if you want to look them up, Keller Williams, Austin, Texas. So hopefully we'll be live, right? So I think YouTube also would like us to stop using Google Hangouts, honestly, and just use their new live system. So we'll see how this works today. Thank you guys for being here. So I wanted to share my screen earlier, but since we are on Skynet's program, we may not be able to share our screen. So, but essentially what we were going to talk about was the fact is I was on Quoba, and I'm saying it terribly, but you know what I'm going to do? People who are in the Facebook group, you'll get to see a lot of the links I didn't get to share in this live. So more incentive for you to join our Facebook group. Again, I love putting links for the Facebook group in here, but many of you, if you don't sign up, I can't add you in the Facebook group. We only want people who are active participants in the Facebook group. So that's why it's $10 a month. That's why we're going to have the best of the best folks in there. And it's going to be huge. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome, however Donald Trump likes saying it. But again, it's the Classy Climbers Accountability Group because we want winners in there. We want people who are trying to be go-getters, trying to actually get stuff done. That's where the fun is, because then we can start, putting funding in there. I can put realtors in there. I can put people putting comments in there. I can give you special clips, because what happens is when we have special clips, we put it on the internet, people act a fool, right? And they'll call these people and give them all this kind of crazy talk. But if I put it in the special Facebook group, I know you'll tell that person, hey, Ericka told me to check this number or call, and they'll know I sent you, right? They'll know I sent you, and they know you're serious. You're either serious about buying real estate or you're serious about getting ready to invest. So that way it keeps their phones from ringing from crazy people on the internet when I refer things, which that actually does happen. This way it's safer for them, it's safer for you. So again, I'm super excited. We had, Dr. Meadows had commented before the thing went off, but he is in France this week, but we'll see if we can get him either sometime on one of these shows, but he's definitely going to be in our Note Investing 101 course. That's going to be 2-hour live trainings on Wednesdays for the next 8 weeks, possibly 12 weeks, depending on how we make it go. And you can grab it up there in that link for $50, but on Wednesday, everybody after that on Wednesday are going to get it for $100. So they'll have to go to the other link and go buy it. But it's going to be awesome. It's going to be live training. We're going to have Todd Capital in there, Mr. Charles Ogilvie III, JD, Mr. Pastor Barr in there. We're also going to have Dr. Meadows. We're also reaching out to, don't think I forgot, for gold and silver. We got some George. We got John Casman. A couple other people I've been Googling and reaching out to, and we'll see if they reach back to me or have any desire to do a live show with me. So again, one of the comments I put in there, what is your goal? Because see, what happens is people say, well, I'm doing all right, Ericka. I'm doing comfortable. I'm doing okay. And I put it in the Facebook, this chart of the United States where, you only need $20,000 to live or $30,000 to live. And it was hilarious because everybody in the comments are like, where? In a box? In a hole? Many of you already know living wherever you live is expensive. It's not cheap. And you need money to live, right? So we always ask you, what is you guys' freedom number? What's a number you're looking to make? Now, before I was so rudely interrupted by the Skynet, I was going to show you where most people are asking for $4,000 to $5,000 a month. Now, if you know and I know, if you live in a city like Austin, 5,000 is nice. I mean, you can live in the edges, but really you're looking for 10 grand or more. right? Now, even in retirement, people say, well, I don't need that much. I'll be retired, Ericka. Think about it. You're talking about medical bills. You're talking about doctor's appointments. You're talking about medicine increasing in price because we get a lot of our medicine from overseas. It's not even made in the United States anymore. And the reason I was saying you have to pay attention to the farm bill they just gave out, because a lot of people getting that farm bill money is big time farmers. It's big time farms. It's not farm families. Now, everybody's going to say, Ericka, 96% of farms are farm families. Yeah, but if the farm family owns over hundreds of different farms, I don't consider them independent small farm family. Okay? So the thing of it is 4 to 10 grand a month is the number. You just have to decide. Now, here's some numbers I love to give to you guys because I think this is important. I want you to kind of get your head wrapped around this. This is also why I'm doing the Investing 101. If you guys are going to be in that course, you're going to be able to ask the questions. We're going to punch in numbers. We're going to have a good time. So make sure you check those links for the Facebook group, because literally 500 of y'all checked out the link. Hey, you're in. But if not, we'll see. So prime example. Some people say, Ericka, I don't want to invest in real estate. I don't want to open a business. I just want to invest and just get checks in the mailbox. You know what I'm saying, girl? I just want checks in my mailbox. Okay, cool. Let's do some math, because your girl love math. So $150,000 at 5%, which is very low. Your girl don't like the low. We like the 12% and up, okay? 5% is going to give you $7,000. What you going to do with that over a course of a year? What you going to do with that? That's like 1 month. All right, let's hype it up. You say, Ericka, no, keep going. $1.5 million at 5% is $70,000 a year. That's nice, right? But if it was me and I had 1.5 million, you know how many rental properties I could buy and make more than $70,000 a year? Something to think on. Now, somebody in the Quoba was like, my bank give me 1%. What's wrong with that? It would take you $4.8 million at 1% interest to get $4,000 a month, which would be $48,000. Jason, I watch a lot of the men's channels, and you guys have just now come over here to see the dark side. You just have come over here finally. That's all. So, and also every time I'm on Shay's show, y'all talk bad about my audio. So I got my new helmet, my new audio. I hope you like it. So why do I give those numbers? Because the average person is trying to do what's easy. Ericka, I just want to set it and forget it, Ericka. I want to automate it, girl. I just want to put it on autopilot. Why are you trying to tell me about doing cool stuff? I just want to put it on auto and go out here and stunt on the ground and get these strippers. Ericka, what you doing? Why are you tripping? Why are you asking me for this stuff? Because I want you to see the real numbers, that majority of you, in order for you to get out of the job you hate, in order for you to get that rental property, you're going to have to come up. You have to come up. You're going to have to bring that income up. Many of you are like, well, what can I get for $1,000? Okay, well, what you can get is keep investing that $1,000 for 3 to 5 years. A lot of people don't like Dave Ramsey because what he's telling them is to get debt free. But you and I both know some people don't got no self-control. So Dave Ramsey may be best for them right now to create some habits, some restriction. A lot of you contact me trying to get the credit cards. Ericka, I just want the credit cards, Ericka. Just fix my credit and get me the credit cards. But what is this video about? This video is about consistent income. And in the Facebook group, you guys will see it. I'll put the pictures in after this video done. But again, I showed the kid small warehouse where he's making $3 million. I showed the big warehouse, and then I'm going to show you another kid with a smaller warehouse making $3 million. Where literally it's an office room with the racks. You ever see those racks where you're stacking stuff in? And they literally just pull. They're just pulling t-shirts and packing and mailing. I mean, you don't have to make this over the top crazy. You probably won't do it out of your garage. Most likely you'll need some kind of office, but we're going to go over those numbers and we're going to tackle it. Now, how are we going to tackle it? Number one, most people want to make money faster, ethically, and consistently, right? They don't want to do no illegal stuff. They want to keep it on the law, but they want to make it consistently. They want to consistently have high number, and that's fine. You guys definitely hit the like button while you're here because, Skybet might take me back out. So just hit the like button. So how do we do that? Number one, You might not like it, but it's the truth. Higher paying jobs, $75,000 to $100,000 a year jobs. Now, many people in the comments go, "Well, Erica, if those jobs were so easy to get, I would already got it, Erica." And I go, first off, boo boo, don't come at me. Don't come at me. First of all, a lot of people are working in, now let's make it very clear, 66% of all Americans work in jobs that pay $20 an hour or less, right? We do know that. So our goal is to not be a part of that 66%. Now, I made it very clear to y'all, the church I go to, very mixed, white, black, Asian, all kind of stuff, but everybody in there, majority of the men have stay-at-home wives. Majority of the men are engineers. Majority of the men work in software. A lot of them work in sales. They making bank. Crazy bank. It's one of the wealthiest churches in Austin. It's the reason I go there. Everybody's cool. Everybody's nice. Secondly, there's something about to be said when you get to those levels. It's not the struggle for survival. We don't want to just survive. We want to thrive. And I think people thrive best when they're aiming at a goal. They have a purpose-driven life. And what is that? One could be a higher paying job. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, some jobs I looked at online, I've been sharing it before on an older video. I'll share it again in the Facebook group where it was all these jobs. It was like a list of 100 jobs that people could do that pay $100,000 a year in Austin, Texas. Guess what a lot of them were? Security, sales, computers, healthcare. Let's do that again. Security, cybersecurity, physical security, all types of levels. Sales, sales managers, computers, healthcare. This is just is what it is, right? So there's other jobs, there's other careers, but what I'm running across, a lot of people like, well, I like to work with my hands, and that's fine. But now you have to figure out what's in that sphere, right? If you're a barber and you barber as much as you can, you got a barber shop, you've written out all the booths. That's really where the money is when it comes to being a barber. Then you sell some kind of men's beard product on the upsell. Now we're talking. Now you're winning. And a lot of people, what happens is they get into the comfortable mode. Well, I'm doing all right, Erica. I only make $30,000 a year, but I live in nowhere, Oklahoma. And you know what? That's just fine for me. And you know what? Here's my question to that. One car accident, one house problem, one tornado, one anything, one break your wrist and can't write at work, can't type at work. You out the game. You own credit cards for the next couple months. Sorry. I don't want my hot tea to get cold. Y'all don't know it takes energy to do these videos. And that's number one. So number one, you can get the higher paying job. Now, I see you guys are lighting up the comment section. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll be over there in a second. Number two option, side income, side business. Now, why am I saying side income, side business? Some of you have temporary stuff where you just need a couple of extra thousand, just to pay off student loan debt, just to pay off a current car, just to pay off something that's emergency right now. And that's okay. You want to just do side income? You just want to hustle? Cool. Number two, side business. I truly believe we possibly go into recession in December or all the way next year, December. Now, why am I saying this? And I don't want to scare you, but when I'm on Instagram, I told you guys this past month, I bought 20 things off Instagram, saw a commercial, saw a video, saw something like, oh, click it, shop, buy, done. And then read articles where people are more than ever, younger people, of course, feeling comfortable shopping that way. Now, why is this important? Because all of you have things in your niche, your friends, there's particular things you guys like to buy that you could sell, right? And that whole Shopify craze, I'm not going to say it was a scam. I'm not going to say all that. Shopify is just a tool. The problem is people all wanted to do the same thing. Buy cheap crap from China and sell it to people. Okay? That doesn't work, right? You got to draw traffic to your site. You got to be doing something about it. All right, you're losing, like someone just said, you're losing 20% when you sell on Amazon. Now, does Amazon have the traffic? Of course it does. But there's so many people now that I'm in Austin, Texas, and even in North Carolina, who have these little warehouses that look like a little office. You go in the back, it's an actual warehouse. It's an actual little warehouse, and it's just got racks of stuff. And guess what? They just sell. We did the video already. You guys, if you were here, you saw the video we did a couple days ago where we went to little nowhere town, Texas, and we saw they were in a plaza in the middle of nowhere town, and they were selling like crazy on Facebook because of what? Ads and ads on Instagram. So they got this little space in this little town that they're probably from and making a killing. Right? So you have to kind of figure out, do I want to be a seller? Do I want to be in sales? What part in the system do I want to be? Right? Because number one was either you could go get the higher income job, which you're still at the mercy of that person, or two, we can focus on side income. Now, what do I mean when I talk about side income? Some of you say, well, Ericka, it might take me 10 grand to invest in a rental property, right? 10 grand in a 50K house, that's my down payment, yo. Cool. Well, if you just make an extra 1,000 for the next 10 months and you actually save it, you got your down payment, right? That on average, most people, when they do a side job, they get about 1,000 to 2,200, 1,300 income. You watch it all the time on Dave Ramsey show. You watch it all the time. These people doing their debt-free screams, they're like, you know what I did? I stayed with my parents. I worked my regular entry-level job, and then I delivered pizzas on the weekends, and I paid off all my student debt in 1 year. And the math is there. People may hate it. They're like, oh, you know, they live with their parents or this or that. I'm like, at the end of the day, they paid the bill, didn't they? Didn't they pay the bill? They paid the bill. So you need to determine. Y'all, John Hill is wow. Everybody, please give John Hill some attention. He wants some attention today. Thank you for the $5 super chat, John Hill, though. And so you need to determine, right? Like some of you have skills where y'all can do people's taxes during tax time. Some of y'all can flip cars. Some of y'all can do a lot of stuff. A lot of y'all are very, very talented. So if you know the rental property you want is 50K, right? 50K. And you need 10K to get that down payment. And you can make an extra 2 grand for the next 4 or 5 months. There you go. Same thing when I see Uber guy dude, when I see several people. Don't make it a career if you don't want it to be a career. Get your number in your head where you can do it. Jason said, where can you buy 50K homes? We'll go into that in a little bit. That'll be number 4. But let me finish through some of this because if I don't, we'll be here all night. And only a few of y'all like being here that late. Okay? But definitely hit the like button as you come and go because some of you have things to do. So now, what are some micro businesses that I just wrote up? And I'm so mad I can't share my screen because freaking Skynet. But don't you worry. People in the Facebook group, you'll see it. And some of the people on Instagram, you'll see it. Microgreens, fitness, supplements, hair care, survival, tactical, retreats, conferences. Now, what do all those things have in common? I'm going to put them under the umbrella of what? 1, health. 2, relationships. 3, money. There is a rule of thumb. If you talk about health, relationships, or money, you'll always be rich because people always are trying to figure out that. Guys are trying to figure out women. Women are trying to figure out men. They're trying to figure out how to lose weight, how to gain weight, how to gain muscle, how to be a bodybuilder, how to fix their money because they money funny. Those are categories that will always win. Now, the reason I picked those titles, what are microgreens? So microgreen business, you can Google this on your own time, but microgreens is what you're going to see in our economy pretty soon, right? What you see it right now, but I don't think you guys see it as much as I do because I'm looking for it. Microgreens are those small farms. You ever seen Chip and Joanna games on Fix This, Flip This House? And they got a farm and they got chickens and they got some greens, but they don't really focus on it being an actual farm. And some of the videos you guys have seen where they have just a grow house just for a particular type of flowers, a grow house just for a particular type of strawberries. And what do? They market to a restaurant in town or somewhere in town where that business, depending on the city, Austin's very liberal, will get credits for buying from local farmers. North Carolina, Harris Teeter made a big effort to go get fruits and vegetables and different things from small farms. And they make notations. When you try to go buy these strawberries are from John's farm down the street. So you're like, what? I'm going to buy these strawberries because they're from John down the street. And it also lets John get famous because then people go do what? Check out John's farm. Okay, that's one. Microgreens comes in several ways, but a lot of these companies, when you heard about all the migrant workers just running up and disappearing, small farmers and small grow operations were like, oh, well, we'll take that slack. HEB has been driving up and down Texas, every little back road, every country road, trying to buy up certain quantities of things because they can't depend on California or Oregon or Florida to have a problem in production. Production cannot stop just because several farms are having problems. Now, what's also the appeal? The more money people have and the more Netflix documentaries they watch, they like, I want to buy all my food local. I don't want to be a part of those, companies. You see what's happened to milk. Milk companies have to cut hundreds of contracts, farm cow milking companies contracts up north, which is in Pennsylvania and New York, the other part of New York, contracts. They don't need it because the demand is down. Why is that? Netflix documentaries, food documentaries, people having thyroid issues, people having weight issues. They're trying to figure out what's the problem. So they'll just, I'm done with milk, or I'm done with this, or I'll switch to almond milk, or I'll switch to that. And that's part of the microgreen system. If you're a company in the microgreen system, you can blow up. Just pick your thing. Is it almond milk? Is it avocados? What is it? Right? So that's just to give you one example. So fitness and supplements, you know how that works. That's just, it's always been the same. But again, supplements, a lot of people are looking for the edge. They're feeling sluggish at work. They're feeling tired. What happens? They take a 5-hour energy. Okay. So if they don't want to take a 5-hour energy, what do? They get these supplements, GNC, all that stuff. Same thing with hair care. Right now, my sister, I've been telling her for years to do hair care products. You've had a business since you were 19. Do hair care products. Finally, she's like, yeah, okay, let's do hair care products. And I'm like, I'm going to do this batch and you're going to do your edge control and the stuff you do for girls with hair braiding. And just market that company. I mean, it's an endless supply because what's happening is young ladies are what? Trying to go natural, trying to get this look. They don't know it takes a lot of maintenance. And they got to, they're trying to get things that are healthy for their body, not these chemicals and putting it on their scalp. At least ones that I know that are thinking. All right. So again, tactical. Tactical is cool. Guns are cool. Anytime you have anti-gun legislation, you're going to have tactical sales go through the roof. Conferences, retreats. Why? Because retreats, yoga retreats, spa retreats, life's so stressful. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? So that's that. Now, number 3, and I made a note for the real estate to go back and talk about that. Number 3 is radio and TV making a comeback. Now that people are like, what? No, Ericka, nobody watches radio. No one watches TV. No one watches newspapers, but they do. But they do. Who watches radio? Who listens to radio? Who watches TV? Who reads newspapers? Elderly people. Who have real money? Baby boomers and elderly people. So when people say, oh, TV ain't making no comeback, there are several shows on Netflix that were booted. Longmire is an example. Thank you for the super chat. Longmire was an example. It had a cast that was older. The lead character was in his 50s. And people were like, when they took it off air, they got a backlash of hundreds of thousands of people. And what's happening is companies are realizing we're making all this TV for little young kids, but guess what young kids are doing? Internet, YouTube. So who do we need to make TV for? Older and people who are looking. Now, what does that mean? If you guys have watched the Food Network lately, I don't know if you have, or the Travel Channel, they have hired not 1, not 2, not 3, but 7 YouTube people, personalities who have huge YouTube channels to be on TV. So now you just went from 300,000 to 1 million subscribers on YouTube to TV. Now, why is this important? Why is this important? Because TV's losing that viewership. They're losing that viewership. So if they see you got 1 million followers and their show barely gets 100,000 people to even look at it, what they gonna do? They gonna grab you over here and put you over there. Just simple as that. That's why you see a lot of these girls with these paid advertisement from Walmart, paid advertisement from Target, paid advertisement from, because they know, how do I get in front of these 1 million or 300,000 people? I'm gonna have to go to you. Why are people not going to Hollywood like they used to? At least ones with common sense. Let's be really honest. A lot of YouTubers are moving to Hollywood when they get really big, but overall, most people stay in their small town, live it up, enjoy their life in their town or their city of their choice or state of their choice because they're bringing the traffic to them. This is inbound marketing. So when I talk about radio and TV making a comeback, I was on the phone the other day with not one, not two, but 5 different people in real estate. And you know what I was saying? I said, you know what I do? I gotta go get me some radio ads. And they laughed. They're like, girl, ain't nobody on radio. I said, people with money is on the radio. People at the golf course when they're on the golf cart listen to radio. Here in Austin, Texas, we have one of the highest density of capital companies, investment companies. And what's happening is on every Sunday, there used to be 4 empty spots, but now there are 4 radio real estate shows. Now think about that. Not 1, not 2, 4. So all day you turn on this particular station in Austin, Texas, you're going to hear from the real estate guys, this other real estate guy, this guy that talks about retirement, investing from your 401k. Who is he talking to? He's not talking to 23-year-old Tom. He ain't talking to 25-year-old Tom with 10 grand in his 401k. He's talking to Bertha. He's talking to Gertrude. He's talking to Mr. Joseph. He's talking to somebody's daddy who has 200,000, 300,000 in a 401k. A lot of you call me when I do these consults, have big dollars in your 401k. I go, baby, don't let me tell you. CYA, consult your attorney, consult your accountant. Go over to where somebody else is at. Exactly. Morris Invest used to be on Fox News. Yeah, I'm telling you, it is a gold mine depending on where you want to go. That's why I'm doing the Facebook group, because I'm going to be just showing y'all deals up in there and funding, because a lot of people are going to be running around with a chicken with their head cut off like, oh my God, my credit. Oh my God, I don't have any money. Banks aren't proving me. But if you are in the front of this stream now, if you start applying for the credit cards now, you start applying for the business lines of credit now, you start connecting with people who are in real estate now, when it's time to punch the button, that's where it is. That's where it is. Thank you, Jamar, for the super chat. I'm going to go through y'all comments in a minute. It's a lot of comments, y'all. So we got to try to get through half of the talk. But what I try to tell y'all is, y'all get obsessed with like, you know what I want to do? I just want to just get checks in the mailbox. And you can have the mailbox money, but you're going to have to put some energy into making the money go up. Majority of people in retirement nowadays have some little side small business they do and something else they do, right? That's the bulk. Somebody just said, Asians don't trust banks like me. Here's the deal. Here is the deal. There's several videos. I have 4 or 5 videos on this channel said, become the bank. How to become the bank. $25, $50, $100. That's part of why I'm doing this Note Investing 101 class. You guys want to be in there, because I'm telling you, the person who bought the remainder. So my mom had a house. We talked about this. Bought a foreclosure. She'd been paying on it for years. She's like, you know what I'm going to do? I just came back from Iraq. I'm going to just drop the rest of this money, this tax-free money I got, and pay off my mortgage. Bank of America had sold the mortgage to a small, tiny company called Carrington Mortgage. Carrington Mortgage is a big dog now, but they were small. They were a mom and pop operation down the street from me where I live now in Georgetown, Texas. They literally had 3 people in the office. You know what they had? Funds. So they were buying performing notes. I'm telling y'all overcomplicating this, and I'm trying to make it easier for you. And the reason I'm spurred on to do this so hard, to do this Note Investing 101, is everybody wants to run around and call Jay Morrison a scam, but they can't name any other capital companies because they don't know any, because they're not even in the game, yo. They're not even in the game to tell me, what about it's a scam? Well, this other YouTuber told me it was a scam, so it's a scam. Yo, I'm trying to explain y'all. I literally am in an apartment investing group where I saw some Nigerians and some Koreans bunk together, 8 dudes, and buy apartment complex. So when people say, oh, the Asians they don't work with it, they work with green. You got green? You got green? Green together. Let's go. And right here in Austin, Texas, there's not 1, not 2, but 3, but 4 banks with Chinese writing on the door, all over the place. So when you go to it, it's like, if you're a regular American guy, why would you go to that bank? It's in Chinatown. All the tellers are Chinese. Why would you go over there, right? So I'm just trying to break it down to y'all. I'm just trying to break it down to y'all because I know I see what's coming. And I was sitting at lunch with somebody, and half the table were real estate people. That means investors, a real estate agent, and a broker. And the other half of the table were like, "Is this a good time to buy a home? What do you guys think?" And they looked at me, and I looked at them, and I said, "Well, honey, we're about to go into recession, so you can wait 6 months and get the home you want for even cheaper, or you can get in some of the programs they're going to have now that are going to be super thirsty." Now, what do I mean thirsty? A lot of these real estate companies are doing everything they can. And I don't mean the bank, I mean real estate brokerage companies have hundreds of programs for you to choose from, for you to get yourself in there, right? Hundreds. We bought Kareem on the channel. We may have to bring Kareem back on to kind of like get y'all all your questions answered about mortgages. But the key is the reason a lot of people are, let's be honest, we're going to cuss real quick, ass out when real estate and recessions happen is because they have nothing. They have no barriers between them. We talked about this in a video before. What are the barriers? You shouldn't be like, I'm one paycheck from homelessness. How, Sway? How? You should have some savings. You should have a bank certificate. You should have a lending club account. You should have a monthly dividend stock account. There should be so many accounts that you can liquidate in under 30 days if necessary. If an emergency happened, that you shouldn't even be like, well, I'm one paycheck away from homelessness. How, yo? How? You know what I mean? Like, Jason, 8% yearly return is worse than investing in Apple. Dude, this channel, if you're on this channel, we're talking about 12% to 25%. And that's the only thing we address on this channel, okay? So the key here is for people to sit here and go, I want to do this fancy, sexy stuff. Like, I'm gonna knock it real quick, John Hill. Don't take it personal. People like, I'm gonna get in crypto, yo. I'm gonna get in this, and you ain't even got a life insurance policy. You don't even got a savings account. You don't even have a checking account. Probably you just got people, be for real. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's cool, John Hill, but let's stay on target today on conversation. You dig? Because until I see John Hill buy apartment complex, you dig? I'm gonna be like, okay, John Hill, congratulations. But overall, that's my whole point. I just want to run through that and give y'all the gambit. I did reach out to some of the names y'all mentioned because we're gonna talk about silver, we're gonna talk about gold, but mostly on the online investing group, we're gonna stay on point. Okay. All right, so let's go up here and see some of your guys' comments. Hit me up. John Hill, you moving to Thailand? You better be careful. Make sure you got that high-speed internet. Now, here's the thing on that. Real quick. When people say they move in overseas, let's just be 100. Less than 20% of Americans have their passport. Less than 5%. Less than 5% of Black men have their passport. I want you to get your passport. I'm at my post office and they have a giant sign on the front door. Every Saturday from 9 to 4, come get your damn passport. $100, right? Like they have a sign because they have a lady that works, the two girls that work on Saturday at the post office, and they sitting there in their office just waiting, just sitting there collecting that government check, waiting at the post office for y'all to come in there and get y'all passport. Because right now flights is cheap. Now y'all don't think flights are cheap, but flights are as cheap as they've ever been. There's a website I'm on. I'm not joking. There's a website. It's where they have like, hey, flash sale. You can pay $300 to fly out of Florida to Europe right now. It's crazy because it used to be thousands of dollars. Look, when it was the 1990s, when we lived in Alaska, it cost my mom like $1,000 to fly from Alaska to North Carolina. Do you know homegirl would fly to Tennessee and drive the rest of the way? Homegirl will fly to Texas and drive us the rest of the way. She didn't have time for that. So the key here is prices are as low as they've ever been. Some people just ain't got no money. Can we keep it 100 on this channel? Y'all, we always stay true on this channel. I don't lie to y'all because ain't no money in me lying to y'all. Ain't no money in me lying to y'all. Right? So here's the thing. The key here, 100. The key here is we got to figure out what's your number. If your number's $4,000 or $5,000 a month, and you got like a $20 product you want to sell that you got a good idea, do that. Figure it out. Some of you are mentioning in comments, what do you think I should do? I don't know you. I don't know you. That's for just being honest. I don't know you. And it's going to be really hard to comment on these lives. You're going to have to either grab a consult. The links are always up in these comments, thanks to Cam and my other moderators. Thank you, Ben the Bartender, for being here. Thank you, everybody else who's moderating. I didn't see. But the key here is, like, I can't give you a 2-second answer off this, right? Yeah, passports aren't just for travel. Passports are literally identification. So the key for that is, the true honest key for that is, you got to get the money up. But we want to do it ethically, right? And what I see when I lived in that neighborhood where I had the pool, you guys saw those videos, was the Hispanic people in that neighborhood was rocking. They rocking $50,000, $60,000 trucks, paid up. You know, they had construction companies, lawn care companies. And what many people are trying to skip over is like, well, I ain't trying to work hard. And I told y'all, one of the people that came and cut our grass, our lawn care guy, was a white man in his 50s, was not in great health. Let's keep it 100. But he drove his big old Ford up, and the 2 young Mexicans got out the back. And they just, and they were cutting our grass and getting done. And he just walking around. He knocked on the door. Hey, y'all all right? Y'all doing any questions? Any things y'all got? No, we good. And then he got back in his truck and went on to the next house. Okay. And I was like, tell me pimping ain't dead. Okay. Because I don't know how much he was paying those young men. It ain't my business, but I bet it won't a ton. Right? Because this was a white guy. This wasn't a Hispanic guy. This was a white guy with 2 Hispanic guys working for him. Now, drive across town. There is a guy I know in our painting circles. Black guy. 2 young white men working for him. Now, why is that? The white dudes go knock the doors. They do door knocking. They put out flyers. And they also paint for him. Y'all, do you want to be in the position where you need to paint the house for $10 or $15 or $18 an hour? Or you want to be in the position where you are the owner of the business? Hit that like button if for nothing else for that. Let's get those likes up. It's like 120 on here. Get those likes up. Skynet should leave us alone. YouTube should leave us alone. We should be good. But the true power is in figure it out ownership. Now, many of you, I get it. You want to go home and you want to veg out. I get these comments all the time. Ericka, people want to spend time with their families. I'm going to say this, and this is ugly. Half y'all kids are seeing y'all struggle and stress and cry about bills and be at church, oh, Lord, help us with these bills, when really it's a math problem. Mama just don't make enough. Keep it 100. And a lot of you are sitting here, and let's say a number that really is sad. The average age of somebody at a fast food restaurant is 36 years old. That's the average age. That's when they average it out between all the people. If you're 30 to 37 years old at a fast food restaurant, you should be the manager. That's about it. Now, some people say, well, Ericka, people got to do what they got to do. Every time I hear a person tell me, oh, it makes me tight, I got to do what I got to do, it means you have not done what you needed to. And now you have to choose poorly from the lack of choices. Now you like, shit, I just got to do this right now to get where I got to go. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with working that job for a year or two while you're doing your studies at community college to go get your certificate. But it should not be a statement of pride. Well, I got to do what I got to do. Well, damn, why do you got to struggle? That's the choice. You choosing this now. But when you have kids, now you're choosing it for other people. And that is shitty. Just keeping it 100. Now, again, we talked about higher paying jobs. I don't know you and I don't know your skill, but you got to know you. You got to figure out what you want to do. How do you want to tackle it? Because the people protesting in the street for $15 an hour, they don't realize the storm that is about to come. 15? Whew. You're going to need 25, 30. Inflation, taxes, debt. I remember I was watching this thing about why should we get LLCs? Everybody wanted to argue, nah, I just want DBA, man. Ericka, stop telling me about an LLC. Stop telling me about incorporating my business. And I was like, every day you ate, you're just throwing $20 out the window via taxes, via stuff. Like, people don't believe. But go talk. I used to work at H&R Block for 4 years in a row, proud, hats off. And there were people in there, I could see their life transition up or transition down. And I really, truly believe in that compound effect. That's a real thing, y'all. Y'all can look around your hometowns and see people, the compound effect of their choices. You can see it faster, you can see it slow. Now, Nasir, he's Mr. Duru, not a guru. And I'm glad he's claiming his title because, Mr. Max coming by saying he a guru. And I'm like, hey, wait a minute. That was Mr. Nasir's title for many years. He's talking about people he saw 2 years ago. He decided, hey, I'm going over here and hang out more with real estate guys. And this guy's going over here hanging out with the club guys. 2 years later, homeboy got loose teeth. Now, say what you will. If you don't know what that implies, that means somebody's on drugs. When you see somebody got loose teeth, either your teeth got knocked out or some drugs is knocking them out. What is happening to you? Okay. I just want to thank you guys for the super chat. You guys have been amazing today. But the key here is you got to figure it out. Like this channel, I constantly provide numbers and facts. What is your number? Because some of y'all are this close. Like, I'm going to think on it. I'm going to think on it. And then before you know it's a recession. Somebody commented on the Facebook. I don't think they did in the group. I think they might have did on Facebook. Oh, I'm going to wait to 2020 and 2021 before I buy real estate. Why when you can be in the game now? Some of y'all are like trying so hard to be, well, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it in the future. Like, y'all are planning for a future that is not guaranteed. You don't even know you're going to live that long, bro. What are you doing? Like, the worst thing is I keep really immaculate notes. Thank you, Chris Lee TV, for the $5 super chat. I keep really immaculate notes, right? So if I die tomorrow and God forbid, I want to live a long life in my bed at 99 with grandchildren all around it. Somebody could come in this house right now, pop open this book, know my passwords, know what they need to get in, where my accounts are, where my overseas account is, and help my mom get it all done and solved and be done with it. Because my life is not a mess. And I'm trying to be careful as I say this the next couple of sentences. There are people on Facebook right now with GoFundMes, but you go look at their birthday party, they were crazy crunk, not even 4 months ago. People flashing money, flashing clothes, parents begging for money to bury them. At that point, your son or daughter, you're going to have to liquidate everything they had. You're going to have to go in their room, sell all those shoes, sell all those clothes, get rid of everything. Because their life is a mess. And I don't want your life to be a mess. I don't want your kids to be like, my mom always said she was going to open a business. She never did it. Or my dad always said he was going to do this, never did it. There's no excuse. There's no excuse for that. We live in a time where there's just no excuse. If you can figure out how to get on this YouTube right here, you can figure out how to pay somebody to come in and work for you. A lot of you tell me, Ericka, I want to make this business make $1 million a year. Do you know what $1 million a year requires? It's going to require employees. It's going to require somebody knowing how to work websites. It's going to require somebody figuring out landing pages, graphics, telephone services. It ain't going to be just you answering a 1-800 Google Voice number. So when I talk about just setting up, just number one, just get a piece of paper, and write down your operating procedure. If you break your arm tomorrow, what does somebody need to come in and do to make money for your business in your life? Because many of you are good hustlers. Let's not get it twisted. Many of you got good little hustles. You flipping cars, you changing oils, you tinting windows, you do it all. That's cool. I appreciate you. I respect you. But if somebody was need to come help you tomorrow, whatever the reason may be, could they follow what you're doing today? Could you repeat what you're doing today? Could anybody come behind you and do what you do well every day? I mean, I know a guy right now, he used to put up a bunch of Craigslist ads and do all this stuff here in Austin. He died. All the stuff, 50 million different passcodes. Wife can't even close certain things out. Just all kind of passwords. Now, they found money later. Good, thank God. But don't be a mess, yo. Don't be so messy. A lot of us are on the urge of being a creative and a rebel. Now, a creative and a rebel are just like a little bit rebel, a little bit creative. Sometimes we're messy people, and that's fine. But guess what? You need to be organized enough that somebody can come along and help you. So let's go see these comments. And once you figure out your number, you guys could be so well. A lot of us are trained to have that every 2 weeks. I get a paycheck and I manage my paycheck. And 76% of y'all are living paycheck to paycheck. And when you get over in this side of the world, this business world, every day things are hitting your account. Every day people are trying to join the Facebook group and you got to go check on it and keep it all together. It's a different type of world. but you're getting paid every day. You're getting paid every hour. What do you want to be at? And see, a lot of you are like, Ericka, well, if you're getting paid like that, you need to stun on the gram. You need to be behind strippers. You need to be shaking up bottles. You need to be doing whatever. You know what's awesome to me? 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I need a nap. I'm going to take a nap. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I want to go eat lunch. I go eat lunch. Now, you may think that's silly, but I prescribed my day in a way that I'm free to do that. I'm free to work out every Tuesday, Thursday with my personal trainer. I jumped up and went to a concert the other day. A lot of y'all, what you're asking for is credit cards so you can act Big Willie style. That's what you really want. You want me to give you some credit tips so you can get these credit cards popping. Okay. And that's why I try to just limit my credit repair to people who are trying to go do something. Because if not, all it's going to do is get you in trouble. I was talking about the last video, the guy who went from 200,000 in business lines of credit to 800,000 in business lines of credit. Now he spent a lot of time on the phone, but he loved to act on bigger pockets. Like, look at all the creative financing I did. Homie, you went from 200,000 to 800,000. Of course you got some creative financing. You had money. So anyway, let's get on these comments. I think somebody had asked earlier, where do you find $50,000 houses? I do several videos on real estate. You can find any of my videos where we go through Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Atlanta, edges of Atlanta, Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, Texas. You can find $50,000 properties anywhere in the United States. The key here is, if your city's expensive, go 20 miles out or an hour out. So we'll do a video on that another day, but not right now. So let's hit up the comment section because y'all be lit. And the question of the day was, what was your freedom number, for you? Now, I think Lance Brown said his was $120K a year. What's up, Lance? All right. Hilltop, you back? Soulful Shay, Samuel McFadden, Pamela C, Bo's News, Derek Bailey, Cam. Was it making a screeching sound from dial-up? Don't you do me like that. I pay for quality internet, and I deserve my quality internet. Lance Brown, Julia Dixon, Apple Mac, Peace People, CJ. Y'all was in here. Lighten it up. Light it up. Look. Okay. What's up, Vinay G? Mark G. Cam. Thank you for the... Cam is always lighting it up with the links. If you guys want to have a consult with me, hit the links. If you want to go in the Facebook group, hit the link. If you want to go into the live training for the next 8 weeks on Wow Wednesdays, bring your pen and paper and your questions, hit them links. The credit card article in the Facebook group was pretty interesting. Which one? I put 2. Some are scheduled, but yeah, there is a link I shared with the Facebook group, and everybody, and it's all these Chinese letters. But then when you go on it, it's in English because they're trying to. Because what happened is I got it from a Chinese investing group where they trying to hook each other with what's the best credit card to get on, and in what order, okay, and where the hot points at. So they were showing where there was a Chinese businessman who had $170 million, well, 170 million points, because they be making that system work for them. You dig? So anyway, Digital B Media, Andre Hatchett. What's up, Mr. Hatchett? Mr. Mobile Notary. Niche L Homes. I'm getting a new job, starting over. Don't have a lot of money. Would the note group benefit me? Niche Homes, what I want you to do is just to enjoy the free channel. Look me in my eyes, enjoy the free channel, super chat $1 whenever you can, and work on rebuilding yourself. There's plenty of free information here. Everybody's not at the same level. And hence why I made the Facebook group, hence why I made these different videos. If you're just starting over, watch some of the free videos. Maybe get the book, Smartphone Millionaire, Best for Your Hand. Take your time, but you really got to be, at some point, you have to make enough income to sustain yourself. Not only sustain yourself, but also be investing, because that's the problem. The last recession, people were ass out because they didn't have anything. A lot of people didn't. Only 40% of Black people have homes ownership, 42%. So compared to somebody who, if they had to liquidate a house or get a HELOC or something happened, they could. But a lot of people who did have homes, they were using them stupid. They were treating them like an ATM, going on vacations, doing stupid stuff, when they could have took that HELOC out of their home and invested in more real estate. You dig? So for you, just keep focusing. See, does it make sense to join the Facebook group from the UK? See, here's the thing. You can join the Facebook group. You could connect with somebody in there. You could be on somebody's partnership, someone's LLC. You can buy properties with them. You can partner up. That's the goal of this Facebook group, is to be, let's go. Share your businesses. Let's go. Let's get it moving. Because what happens is I'm in other paid groups, and people who are in paid groups make moves. People who are in free groups, they're in there to chatty chat, laugh it up, like stuff, troll around, do stupid stuff. And I can tell you this from personal experience. I've been in groups where it's free and people come in there. Somebody tell me how to do everything. Instead of reading the handbooks or the information already put out there and studying. That's lazy. We don't want no lazy people. We don't want no go getters. We only want people who are trying to drive. And what does that mean? Drive towards a goal. So if I only get 300 to 1,000 people in the Facebook group, I'm okay with that. We got 12,000 subscribers, but everybody ain't on the same page. Everybody ain't ready at the same time. You dig? So I want people in the No Investor group who want to be there, but you need to be ready. So 10K a month. All right, Apple Mac, thank you for sharing. You can get there. Marcus A. Brown, man, what a plan. Peace, Ericka. Peace, everybody. Jason, I haven't seen your name before, but I just bought a bar in Georgia. Digital BB to 5K is nice for me. O'Shea rubbing off on me. I hope not. Nah, O'Shea is going to medical school, so O'Shea gonna have big dollars. Andre C. Hatchett, what's up, Rhonda? Hotep. I don't even know where that started because I'm late to O'Shea's channel, but they be like, every time they say something, they be like, Hotep. I don't know if they mocking or not, but it's funny. Rhonda, you missed so much, but you good. You here. Cam. O'Shea channel is the vent. This channel is for solutions. So, I think everybody has their place, and that's the coolness of YouTube. I'm proud. There are two black guys who used to be what I call angry black guys, and then they end up getting married and having babies, and now they have family channels on YouTube. And what's funny is so many of their old followers be like, "Man, you simping. Man, you cool. Look at you, man." Like they be making fun of them, but they still watching. So I mean, that's the funny part is these people stay watching, yo. Like they watch you for years. And sometimes people are just enjoying the show. Some people are enjoying the show. Some people are actually using it to grow. I hope if you on here, you're using this channel to grow, right? So throw your questions in there. Let's get it cracking today. Strippers, yeah. There's a guy, Apple Mac, I'm always picking on from the little 5'3" dude buying bad quality strippers. I'm just saying if you're gonna make money, buy high quality strippers. That's all I'm saying. Rhonda, you want out? I know you want out, Rhonda. You got to just figure it out. You got to do the numbers. Most people have no self-control. True. Rental Ray LLC, rental properties or laundromat. I would do laundromat, but make sure you realize with a laundromat you're gonna have issues, you're gonna have repairs. That just is the nature of it. Because you're using something that is just gonna be like it's going all day. But it's got good money. A lot of people have laundromats in their portfolio. The people I see that own apartments, I've seen laundromats in their portfolio. Excuse me, sorry. The 4-Hour Work Week, Mind Over Matter. I have that book. I'm not even going to reach over there and get it. I have the updated version. And what happens is many people love the ideal. They're like, the 4-Hour Work Week. Yeah, I love it. It's so cool. But they don't apply anything. Right? And you have to put timelines on stuff. Because many of you will get on the phone with me and you're like talking about stuff you want to do in the future. I'm like, what's the timeline? I know I suck all the joy out of our phone calls sometimes, but I'd be like, hey, this is all nice. That's a nice dream. But when we doing this? You doing this 6 months or a year? They'd be like, damn, Ericka, why are you rushing me? Baby, you called me for the consult. I'm trying to help you get to your goal. And that's why I had to put a cap on the monthly consulting calls because some people were just like wanting to talk on the phone. And I'm like, hey, you could talk to me on the live. But if you want to get it firing, pow, 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 let's be serious. Let's put dates on things. And we put dates on it, it makes it real. Okay, what else we got here? Is Buy Biz Sell a good site? Jason, it is an awesome site. We've done several shows off here from the Buy Biz Sell crew. Somebody already hit me up in the comments. So there is the two guys who I'm talking about, which I'll bring them up. Okay. There might be some people I'm gonna bring on the show today. If we can, if Skynet will allow me. I don't know how to much work this one as well as the other, but I think I do. Oh, I do. I do. I can. I think I can put people on this show. Okay, cool. I think I can. So, Pamela C. I live in the Bronx, Bureau of New York. Bureau. I make 24 an hour and it's a struggle. Ooh, Pamela C. Keep fighting. You can do this. I don't want to stay at home. Rhonda, hey, it's up to you. Do what you got to do. Figure out the numbers. It's all about the math. Nick Gurus 22. What's up? Apple Mac. I just got offered a Secretary of Finance job in Detroit, Ericka, and I had to give them an answer by the 13th. What? Apple Mac. Congratulations, at least on the job offer. Some of you are going to be coming in and out of this group. Definitely hit the like button before you leave. Help your girl out. It's like 67 likes and there's 140 of y'all in here. Come on. To your girl. So either you like it or you thumb down it. You know what I mean? Apple Mac, decide if that's best for you. Detroit's got a lot of movement it's making right now. I live in Southview. Poverty is hell on earth. Damn. Listen, I will say this. I posted something on my Instagram where it says, money isn't everything. And this guy put underneath it, let me see for myself. And that's what I want for y'all. See for yourself. Don't have somebody tell you, nah, marriage ain't for everybody. Well, damn, let me see for myself. Kids ain't for everybody. Well, let me see for myself. Goodness, you got some bitter apples out here crying that stuff ain't fair and they ain't even did the work. Now you guys know everybody ain't putting in the work. Let's be honest. Everybody's not putting in the work. I mean, when I told y'all, when I got that personal trainer, people were like, why you doing that? Men were like, congratulations, girl, that's good. I got a personal trainer too. Women were like, why you doing that, girl? Let somebody love you for you. And I'm like, I just want to be the best me that is possible. Is that so crazy? Why can't you just be the best you that's possible? Why can't you run down the street without breathing heavy? I got a gun, but I need to be able to run. And, you can't just stand there and shoot. These people is too much. So I want y'all to be the best you can be. That's really the truth. And poverty is not being the best you can be. You can be a sweet poor person. You can be a sweet poor teacher. You can be a sweet person, but she's poor. All right, Cam, you're better off in an in-demand skill that works off your natural talents and interests rather than working from home, making minimum wage and building a business on time versus money. Yes, Cam. Here's the thing. I truly believe there's a lot of people who are going to be forced into a new career. And you've seen it. You've seen the guy or girl, the factories closing. Factories have been going out forever. But there's still young men and women like, I'm just looking for a factory job. Baby, where? You driving forklifts? What you doing? You might as well drive a truck. Go get the big money, right? And so a lot of people are going to be forced into a change, Cam. And so if you're watching this channel, I want you to make the change, not be forced to, right? Because even if you're a barber, and let's say you want to keep barbering, you want to keep being a barber, and you sell your men's beard, cream or hair growth or whatever, or shine or putty, whatever you want to call it, countless names. If you just sell $20 or $10 jars, and you sell one a day, 30 a month, an extra $300 could do anything. Now, let's say you start selling some on the internets, and really, if I could tell y'all some of the masterminds I've been in, it is just like glorious information. But I'm gonna keep it 100 today. A lot of those people, they hit the tap button on holidays, Father's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and they make a bulk of their sales. That's why most companies make the bulk of their sales the fourth quarter. There are several people here in Austin I know who have little warehouses, and I've seen them. It's got stuff in there for Father's Day. Father's Day already passed. They're gonna sell it next year. They got cups and mugs and ties and you name it in these little warehouses, just making sure everything's dusted off and plasticware, nice covered up. It's going on sale next year. You know what I mean? So it's up to you. You just have to, these people have enough inventory space and marketing dollars to market. Because really that's number one, marketing. No matter if you guys are in sales, no matter if you're at your job, if you want a better job, you got to market yourself. You want to, that's why when I talk to y'all about being on LinkedIn, this is how I know a lot of y'all ain't in the game. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but if I ask you to find me on LinkedIn and I keep putting the links for LinkedIn and only 20 of you have kind of found me, like I can see when people look at my profile too. So it's okay if you don't add me, but I can see if you see me, How are you going to try to get these professional jobs that pay $75,000-$100,000 a year and you ain't even on LinkedIn? That's how most recruiters find you, because everybody else is doing inside referrals to each other. Oh, I got a friend I can refer. I told you when I went to my church, I first got there, I was new to Austin. They were like, girl, don't you worry. I got a job I can refer you to right over here. You can get paid $60K a year. Come on over here and meet this person. I'm telling y'all, it's a lot of it is referral. And if you're not in the referral game or you're not networking with some of these type of people, you need to be on LinkedIn. So that's for the people who want to keep their job and make a nice job, in reference to Cam's comment. Marcus Brown, yeah, good point. One incident away from tons of debt and expenses. A lot of people are like, well, Ericka, people have medical debt. Well, let's put this in context. Medical debt, 90% of hospitals have it where you can put a hardship letter in and they can actually take some off or make a payment plan with you. How do people get in extreme medical debt is when they don't talk to the hospital at all. They don't return their phone calls. They avoid the problem like it's going to go away. And then collections get on their credit and they act like, what? Collections? America's healthcare system's terrible. No, it ain't. You got your little baby born. You got your finger mended. You got your healthcare. You got emergency healthcare took care of you. But what the problem is now you didn't communicate with anybody. So now you have these collections. I'm telling you, I know a person who had heart surgery 5 years ago, still making payments directly to the hospital. 5 years. Letters and payments to the hospital. Every hospital has a little billing section. Every hospital. And yes, some hospitals can write off stuff every year or give hardship stuff. There's all kind of opportunities there. So when Americans cry about healthcare, what that really means is, one, you weren't answering the phone. Two, you weren't responding. Three, you didn't make it clear. Hey, we need some help here. Can I go downstairs and talk to somebody in billing before I leave with my newborn baby? And that's why you see a lot of people in credit repair saying, well, medical debt shouldn't bankrupt you. It doesn't have to bankrupt you. It doesn't have to. That sounds like some problems. Most people filing for bankruptcy, it'd be credit cards. It'd be credit cards. And honestly, you could just let those credit cards not be paid and then work out a 30% debt settlement. But what happens is many of you want to go, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get bankruptcy and then I'm going to hop back in the credit card game. Yeah, baby. It's hard for me to be like, try to help people when they do that kind of way. I'm like, don't do that. Pamela C. eBay. Digital B media. That's right. Web development, SEO. Udemy is your new best me. And that's my thing. Now, I made a comment on somebody else's video and they were mad at me. And there's some dudes, and there's nothing wrong when your life is going great and you like, you know what I want to do? I want to go to Brazil. I want to go to Dominican Republic. I want to pop bottles with ladies. Nothing wrong with that. My cousin's doing that right now. He's hilarious. His Instagram, hilarious. But when your life is shitty and you need to be spending those 3 and 4 hours every afternoon instead of trying to find women on the internets in Brazil, find that focus and put it on some fixing your life. Because it's the same you, baby. You go over there, it's the same you. A lot of them backpacker dudes go to over them countries and realize I'm broke over here too. Shit. And I watched this guy's channel, not Jermaine, but another guy. He is like budgeting in Vietnam. Vietnam's got like 30-cent dinners. If you have to budget hard in Vietnam, you don't make enough. I mean, it's 30-cent dinners, $1 dinners, $2 dinners, $1 hamburgers. You ain't got enough money for $1 hamburgers, bro? What you doing over there? No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's not winning. Skillshare is good too. Yes, I need to start mentioning them, but I just haven't had any experience with them. I will go look on their website. A lot of people say Skillshare is good. Udemy just has a system. You know what I'm saying? I know. I'm so sorry about your Cam about that job. Okay. Somebody asked this question and I'll tackle it. It's Sunday. We got time. We'll tackle it on Sunday. Lashandra Lewis, with the recession coming, how do you feel the market looks for real estate, specifically wholesaling? Lashonda, Marketing. Marketing. Let's say it again, everybody. Marketing. Our friend Nina, you can go check out her Instagram. She's been in South Carolina, a whole nother state. Her marketing is still 100% on fire, hitting all cylinders in another state. Phone ringing every day, deals happening every day. When people say wholesaling, I know what you're talking about. We can go over that, but not today. You need to remember marketing. Honestly, let's be really honest. The number one reason I see a lot of wholesalers quit or don't, I remember this guy was saying, hey, you need to put out 50 to 100 signs every other week for 4 months. I think he said 4 months or 5 months. I think he said 120 days. That's 4 months. Anyway, and the people in the room were like, oh my God, 120 days? Do you know how much you drive in your town and you didn't even see a new restaurant pop up? You didn't even see something in the corner of your eye? Like, oh, when did that come up? When did that Starbucks get over there? Like, that happens every day. Now, imagine you're a person and bills is tight. They tight, Miss Lewis. They tight. But then you drive around one day and you see buy house signs. All of a sudden you see buy house signs. Why? Because it's just on your mind. So if you're that person who's wholesaling and you're not consistently putting signs out all the time, right? Or you're not mailing. Again, if you watch my last two videos or the video before this where the young guy who was 23, now he's 25, he has 2,000 names on a mailing list every single month. You never come off his mailing list until he sells your house, get a house from you, period. And he's been doing that for 2 solid years at this point. Think about that. Okay, there's another guy that came on Todd Capital show and the Bigger Pocket show. He still puts bandit signs out, and he's been doing it for 5 years. See, the thing is, when you realize marketing is the juice that runs the train. Period. A lot of people, that's why they quit when it comes to Shopify sites. That's why they quit when it comes to Alex Becker will tell you, if you don't have $300 to spend on adding, you need to go get a job. You need to go get a job so you can pay for advertising. That's just paid traffic is consistency. Paid traffic is consistent payments, consistent income. Waiting on word of mouth and referrals, it's nice if you got 150 people referring you. Not so nice when you got 2. So, I mean, we can go in a rabbit hole, but I'm going to get out of there. Okay, Apple Mac. Okay. Jason said, where can you buy a 50K home? We already talked about that. That's right, digital media. If you do taxes, you need to marketing. You need to have this is what you need to do. If you had a list of people you did their tax for, let's say you had 200 people, I'm doing it right in my head right now. 200 people on your list that you did last year. You need to send every single one of those people a postcard 30 days before tax time and 15 days. Now, when's the tax time? Like January 31st, February, or is it March? You know, when you pay taxes all year long like me, it's not even fun. I don't care anymore. So, should be January 31st. So you need to be sending them something at Christmas. Hey, Merry Christmas. It's your boy, Digital B Media. So happy to help you with your taxes this year. If you have any issues or want to book your appointment now to do your taxes this year, hit me up. Postcards. You can literally do postcards. I know real estate agents who send postcards. Hey, thanks for letting me buy that house. Here's a free, if I had it, I would give it to y'all. So my friend sends me these free. Is it over here? Shit. No, I don't got it. Okay, so he'll send me these things because I'll send him referrals. Yeah, he paid me a little bit of money, but he'll send me this thing, free tacos at blah, 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 because I love tacos. Free coupon for this free food. Thanks for working with the Sealy Group. Thanks for working with me, Andre Hatchett. My friend Andrew Bryant, he's white. Andre Hatchett is brown. 2 different people. But let's see what else we got here. Buy a box truck and deliver for Amazon. LA to Vegas is $2,000 one way. Oh, Mark G. So Mark G, I'm not going to go too deep into that, but I just recently, some of y'all subscribers sent me a video of a guy saying the new UPS routes is cheap as hell and it ain't no good. That's interesting. I'm going to watch it and I'll get back to you who sent that to me. I appreciate it. I will get back to you. You did pay. I appreciate that. There is also people keep harassing me about the Amazon delivery. Again, I don't care. I don't care about Amazon. Y'all think I care about Amazon so much? You have to build your own shit. You just do. Prime example, mine over matter. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Just bought a car to flip. Apple Mac. Congratulations. Mine over matter. I totally agree. I think if you can get a good job and build business over time versus choosing lifestyle first before getting the goal. Yes. Delayed gratification. People have a hard time with that. Men and women have a hard time with saying, no, I'm going to wait a little bit. And then I get all the cookie. I don't know why people do that, but they do. So the thing of it is the lifestyle. Like, I had a surplus in my income, and everybody was like, girl, you can go overseas, you can ball out, you can do all this stuff, but this is a busy season for me. And my friend Andrea Hatchett was like, Italy gonna be there, chill out. And that's the thing, and many people don't have any patience, and they're ready to just ball out at all costs. And it's like, have a little bit of patience, hustle, 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 and then go. You can buy a 50K home, ATL. Got tons of 50K homes where I'm at in Ohio. Hazardous life. Thank you. Gloria Mitchell. Yes, I would like to know how I can get a 50K home. Yeah, you have to you might have to go 30 minutes out from your locations, or you just have to really put it in the realtor.com search, put it in the price, put the price in the right. And you'll see more 50K homes in probably 6 months. Let's just say that. Because here's the conundrum. And why am I saying 50K homes? People who could afford that to be their starter home don't want it. Let's just be honest. A lot of people who are like they making 15, the husband making 20 barely, maybe 18, he drive locally trucks. They make enough to get that 50K 60K home. They don't want it because it's not new. It's not fancy. But they only approve for so much. So a lot of those people stay renting in the nicer apartments instead of going ahead and buying a home, because they rather have the fancy apartment than the home they may have to put some work into the kitchen or put a couple grand into. That's really why you find 50K homes. Two, there are people I know who've been renting for 20 years. Gotta get that tea. We have a cousin that's not close to our family, but distant. And she was renting her house for almost 30 years, y'all. The man who owned her house, an old white man, was like, honey, you've been renting for me all these years. I'm in bad health. I'm about to give all my properties to my son. Do you want to buy this house for 20K? Now, she been in this house 30 years. He updated some stuff in there. Yes, the stove was new, some stuff was new, but overall, he left her to do whatever she wanted in the house. She had a garden in the backyard, everything in the middle of the city. And she was like, well, I ain't got no money like that. Instead of reaching out to us, her family, and saying, hey, can anybody front me this loan? And she just make payments to us. Whatever, whoever. We've done it for other family members. Anyway, she didn't want to do that because she got pride. Man said, okay, well, I tried to help you, Miss Betty. So goes over, not even 2 months later, he's very ill. I think he died maybe 6 months later. But his son took over the properties, immediately gave her a notice. Hey, not renewing your lease. Not renewing your lease. Sorry. We're going to sell a lot of these properties. Well, gets her out. She has to move way out in the middle of nowhere country bunking area of North Carolina because that's all she could afford. She's been paying $400 rent forever. Forever. The man gave her an opportunity. And she make enough money to pay more than that, but she's just so used to that lifestyle. She just pay her rent and go on about her day. That she lived way out in the country in North Carolina now. And that son went, cleaned that whole house up, changed the kitchen, changed the bathrooms, rent that bad boy out for $900 because it's near Fort Bragg. Now she lost a sweet spot where she could just get on the bus. She didn't have to drive, even though she had a caddy, she could drive it. Because she's not planning. There's no planning going on here. People who can afford those homes usually don't have enough to set aside, or things are so razor thin and it don't make no sense, right? You'll go in their house, they got big TVs, they got crap, but they don't have any savings. So again, the people who could afford those 50K homes usually don't buy them because they want the next size up. They're looking at the Joneses, they're looking at their friends. Like, there's a credit repair group I'm in. Everybody's buying these brand new construction homes because new construction has all these different deals. That's why they're doing it. So Macronutrients. Dang, Jason. Oh, fastest way to poverty. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna touch that. That is it's not O'Shea's channel today. There you go, Pamela C. Funny you mentioned fitness. I'm going to take a big leap and do a health YouTube channel this month. I've already written topics for 25 videos. Listen, y'all, I'm telling y'all, the trend is audio, quality audio, and video. Why? Because that's where the money is, right? Like that's where the money is, one. And two, um, there's so many people who your health particular thing could be different, right? Like I had to go search for this particular health issue I was having, and I found like a plethora of video, but only one girl who was continually talking about it. I bought her book. I went and bought a juicer. I went and bought certain foods. I went and bought certain vitamins. You know, there's something I was telling you guys about on this channel, and I'll tell you guys again. Vitamin D, if you're a person of this complexion, or even Asian, or, you know, a little tan, you need vitamin D. It affects your mood, your sleep, your belly fat, your mood if you feel sad or happy, all that stuff. A lot of people with low vitamin D are feeling depressed, gaining weight around the middle section. And what happens is, and it helps with digestion, does so many things. I could go over on about what magnesium and vitamin D does, but I'm not. But the point is, when I looked it up, I started asking all my tan friends, right? So my friends have white spouses. I was like, you having any vitamin D issues? 4 or 5 of the Asian dudes in our group were like, yeah, my doctor just prescribed me this giant milligram. I can only take it one every other day. It's crazy. So it's an issue that's out there. So if you start a YouTube channel and your whole thing is vitamin D, vitamin, or certain vitamins or certain supplements, and you keep going on that topic, in your affiliate links, you can go, this is the vitamin D I choose. And people click the link. Why? Because you keep sharing the story of how vitamin D changed your life. Keep it simple. Don't, how did business change Ericka's life? You see, right? Like, how did working a high income job as a billings manager, but yet I saw a guy 34 years old, a couple of years older than me, making $500,000 off painting doors in apartments, and he don't even paint? Dudes come in and spray for him? Like, oh no. Your girl hopped on and went on and said, peace out, painting company. They are. And that happens. I mean, this is what's going to happen. It's like the herd is doing stuff for the gram. There's even a Instagram channel I follow where it shows where everybody keeps taking the same picture, and it copies all the people and lets you know who all took the same picture, because people are uncreative. They like, oh, everybody went over there, I'll go over there. Everybody go over there, I'll go over there. Same thing. That's why everybody's like, business is so cool, Ericka, entrepreneurship. And when people talk to me, they have somewhat of a disdain in their mouth because they think, oh, she's just one of those fly by night entrepreneur people. And I'm like, no, I've been doing this for years, years and years and years and years. Like, there's a way to do things where you don't have to be plugged into the matrix if you don't want to. But I respect my friends who are engineers and software people. They making 120. They've been making 120 since they left college. They started someone making 80 and then they made 120. But along the way, they've been debt free and been goofing off and partying for years. Now they're at a position where they see me, a person who's not tied to a high income job, go, how are you doing that? How are you investing in all those things? Ericka, I have some questions. I'm like, I bet you do. Bet you do. So you got to, play your role, play your lane, figure out where you are. I can't breathe in a corporate structure that ain't my own, right? Like, it's Ericka's office or not Ericka's office. You know what I mean? The drought is hurting California farms. That's true. There you go. Yes, Glory Mitchell. Those Netflix documentaries, I'm telling you, you will watch a Netflix documentary, go to the grocery store, buy all vegetables, and prep your food all week. You'd be like, I cannot eat meat again. That meat is the devil, the hormones. But you know what I'm saying? Look at the children. Corn syrup, that's why they're trying to rename corn syrup to this other thing that can call it a natural sweetener. So be careful. There's all kind of stuff they're doing out there in these streets. Stop playing. He sold hot sauce online. I hear you. Thank you again, Miss Rivera, for the $9.99 super chat. 6-figure days. What's up? Personally, I know top travel influencer on Instagram who told me she refuses to pay her $200K in student loans because she doesn't believe in it. She's still traveling though. You cannot bankrupt out of these loans. So many people think, oh, they're gonna do a loan forgiveness program. I'm just gonna wait it out. And let me tell you, if you're that person thinking you're gonna do that, you better be investing in 20, 30, 40, 50 rental properties. Because by the time they do catch you and start garnishing your stuff, they ain't gonna play with you. Because you had a chance. Oh yeah, mind over matter, I feel you. See, Gloria Mitchell. I listen to the radio, podcast, and yes, I read newspaper. Love Longmire. I love that show. That show was good. They got another season coming, they think. Well, no, I think they closed it out, but they may with the daughter. Jason, Ericka is a product of a military family. I am. Ah, Marcus Brown. That's a good point. I see that. I hate that a lot of YouTubers get on TV to virtual signal. Money is money, though. So you're right. Yeah. Harold Jackson. Hey, I signed up for the Facebook group and paid $10, but not getting the alerts. Harold Jackson, did you put the notifications on? Double check notifications. Facebook now has notifications. If you want to be in a group and it's weird, you have to hit the notifications button. We'll do a video. That's what I'll do. I'll do a video where I'll send an email only to the people who've already paid for the Facebook group. We'll make it really quick on Zoom sometime Wednesday or Thursday before I do my live training and say, this is how you make sure you're in the notifications. This is what we're going to talk about. I'll do a quick 20-minute video. Yes, everybody hit the like button. If I built an audience, I'd get out of Chicago ASAP. Woo, Chicago's rough. What? Herbert Scott? Yeah, Bluetooth YouTubers. Yeah, I listened to Glenn and Cameron for a while. I used to listen when I was on the car. I'd be like, what? What are you talking about? Stuff like that. Yeah. Like this stream for positivity. Thank you, JJ. What's the Facebook group? It's the Classy Climbers Accountability and Growth Group. It's only through that link we're hitting that we've been sharing. Mind over matter. You right. It's all about getting that FU money so you can say deuces. Saying 50% is impressive. Listen, I mean, here's the thing. A lot of you, what I'm trying to convey is at least have the option. Some of y'all don't even have no kind of option. Like you just got to go to work. You got the flu. You ain't got no kind of options. When you get some money saved up and you get some money on the side, you start getting that like you better get up out my face. Get that attitude. Shh. People are doing things for money right now that they shouldn't be, and I don't mean just prostitution. I mean all kind of things. And all I'm gonna say on the Jay Morrison thing, last thing I'll say is getting attention of people is hard, right? So that's really what makes it hard is getting the big level attention. How do you get this big level attention um, from people? How do you get it? And that's really he just used a technique to get a lot of attention. What is Grant Cardone people? People don't like Grant Cardone because he's flashy, he's loud, but they voted for Donald Trump. Man, y'all better get up out my face. Y'all better get up out my face. You just don't like it because he's telling truth. Sassy Moxon, yes. NYC is filled with family-owned banks located in nondescript buildings. I'm not going to go over it, but there's a old video on this channel, maybe 3 years ago, where I talked about banks and how much it costs to open a bank. And when I found out how much it costs to open a credit union, I was like, what? Yeah, trust me. There's a lady in our town in Fayetteville who used to drive around in a Porsche and a fur coat in North Carolina in the heat because she's special. Anyway, she opened a credit union and she just was walking around like, just crack me up. But yeah, you can open those bad boys. Nisha Holmes. So Wednesday's the last day to join for the $50. Just want to make sure. Yeah, that's the last time I'm gonna market the sale. Like I had a contract job. The problem is the contract can end at any time. Woo! That consistency is not there, but the money is. I guess he's saying good. I don't know. Exactly, Cam Cam. Let's see what y'all got. Marcus Brown, y'all are cracking me up. There you go, Cam Cam. In Bangkok, you can get 1 gigabyte internet speed for 500 a month. Most speeds are only 15 MB, unless you're in a co-working space. California, the passports are licensed. Oh, thank you for that. Yep, been the bartender. Oh yeah, they love. I'm in Paris. I'm in Europe. I only paid $300, but you know what I mean. I totally rocked it. Like, girl, bye. Wow, Cam Cam, that's a steal. That's a steal. John Brown, John Hill be tripping. It sounds like you're talking about perpetual wealth. Talking about unlimited lending, but we'll talk about that in another video. Chrisley TV. My mom keeps telling me to get my passport, and I keep telling her to start a business. We'll see who moves first. It's 100, Chrisley TV. You can do it. Thank you, Apple Mac. Exactly. I'm not going to respond to that. Feel like he's slightly trolling us today, but we'll leave him alone. Ooh, Gloria, she did the TSA pre-check. Mind over matter is the worst. I hate sitting in the middle. I just got to be the window always. When your girl gets some more points on this new credit card, it's gonna be business class only. I'm gonna be tripping. I'm gonna be on the gram tripping. I'm in business class. There you go. That's right, Apple Mac. Sassy Moxon, it's just been so hard. Like, y'all don't understand. The day is like, chop, 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 chop. I get up, check the emails, check the system, chop, 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 chop. Follow up, make sure people went where they went supposed to go, send leads where they're supposed to go. It is like the time is like, it seems like I have a lot of fun free time, but I do a lot of work in my time. So I would love to get that done, but it might be done in the fall. I'm really sorry. You know, mind over matter, it seems like a simple concept. Thank you, Nicole Williams. Don't have kids if you don't have money. But I've seen people on Instagram and on Twitter go, poor people are going to have kids. Get over it. And I was like, what? And what you really was saying is American taxpayers are going to give you some WIC and some food because you can't really afford them kids, right? And some Medicaid because you can't afford healthcare for those kids either, or Medicare, one of the two. But anyway, minor risk matters that I want to take my clothes out of the washing machine, but I don't leave chat. You can do it. I'm sorry. Nisha Holmes, my local community college is offering a digital marketing course. I'm excited. Here in Austin, Texas, they have a free network connections or networking something. It's something with the computer and networks. Like you're learning something, like they're literally doing the course for free because they're so low on enrollment this year. But they're in a city full of people who already work with computers. So it's like trying to get young people to stay in town and go to community college here. It's just hard. Oh, somebody said Yvette Carnell's name. Ooh, me and her are like white and black, yin and yang, vinegar and water. We are not the same. Jason, I'm almost think you're trolling us today. Most students get a check when going to community college because of Pell Grants. That should be reason enough. True. It's not in Swiss, y'all. The islands. Pay attention. I'm not gonna say where it's at, but don't my family go on carnival cruises every year for the past 15 years since I was 15 years old? Somewhere in the islands. So anyway, I'll leave that alone. Anyway, when you're talking about the bank, overseas bank. Uh, Somebody said they got all their stuff coded. He's really trying to hide from his family. Okay, mister, I got everything coded. Wow, God, Lord, y'all got it. Y'all, this thing was going. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up. Trying to catch up. Good Lord. God, mighty good. Y'all was in here just really doing it. Holy moly. I'm still going. I'm still going. Let me see. Goodness, y'all were talking and everything. Okay. All right, I'm coming. I'm trying to get down these. Y'all had a lot of comments. Hold on. Apple Max says he's got all his stuff coded. Apple Max, something happened to you. They need to know. You're a true boss. Thank you, Gracious. Soulful Shay. Thank you, Soulful Shay. Thank you, that dude. This dude bakes. Exactly. Niche Homes, get that reference to get on camera, explain how you transform their life, business for the better, put some ads behind it, and offer folks a consult. There you go. Vallejo, California. Erica, can I still get the PayPal link for the credit repair business beta? Oh, Charlie, sure. Email me or let me see if I can type here. There you go. Whoa! Solid Step to Wealth gave us the $50 super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. I know it's going a little long, you guys, so we don't want to be here all night, but I'm going to try to get through most of these conversations because, I like the interaction. Pamela C's freedom number is 10K to 20K a month. Awesome. What up, Ericka? Road tripping knowledge. What's up, Rasheed Davis? Freedom number is 10K. Julia. Fareed James. Hey, Ericka. Shout out from Salt Lake City. Organization is key. Franklin Mine. Freedom number is 12K a month. Rhonda said 57,000. If I can match that in investments, I would look like, yeah, it's cool. My first freedom level will be making double what I need to live off of. My ultimate goal would be to live off 10% total income, hovering around 60% leverage with productive credit. All right, Alvin, I like that. I have a 5K a month lifestyle. I need to get 10K pass a month. That's true. 6-figure days. Thank you for the $5 super chat. For Ericka giving us a shortcut to get info. Always. Magic numbers 10K. Lashandra Lewis. Nisha Holmes, thank you for the $5 super chat. Wow. Maple Block Mob said they tore down all the public housing in San Fran. Yeah, the push has always been to Section 8. It helps the real estate market and also disperses the people instead of them having to fix those properties. Alternative financial medicine. I'm done with free. People need to invest in themselves. I'm telling you, like, I gave out there's 2 free courses and a free ebook I did one time. And I could see if people opened the course up. They don't even open it. Even y'all that are paying, I see y'all get halfway through courses, 25% through a course. I'm like, bro, you paid some money. Sit down for 4 hours, watch it, get it over with, right? So I don't know. Ray LLC, I think we already answered that about rental properties or laundromats. What's the topic for the first Wednesday group? Oh gosh, I don't know off the top of my head. I'm so sorry. I have them written out. I don't remember, but I was gonna put it in the email when it comes out. What's the and it'll be updated on the website. I have to check, but I think it was like uh low level notes. I think it was like low level notes or entry level notes, and we'll run over a few sites. And then, I mean, we're just breaking it. We're playing it by ear, but it's going to be very beneficial. Alternative medicine. If you want to come by on the first Sunday, we could do your broadcast. We can. So just let me know. That's right. Market wherever they are. Many fitness coaches are on Instagram and YouTube. 4-hour work week is only possible after getting great systems in place and reliable people to delegate to. It takes a long time to set up. Very, very true. My favorite acronyms of 2018: FHA, PMI, and HELOC. Hey, Frida James, any updates on your sister's edge control business? I'm so interested in e-commerce. I also checked out cost per square footage of a warehouse rental areas. It's as low as 4 cents per square foot. Very true. Again, like I said, I want to respect my sister wishes, and until we get the business to 10K that month or 8 to 10K, we'll try to like, and I'll kind of be able to I can make a course and show y'all kind of on the side. Um, she's testing out some products and stuff right now, real quick, but should be getting rock and rolling in about a week or two. I have to go home to check on my nephew's birthday party. One's turning 3, one's turning 11. Yeah, something like that. 11 and 3, I think so. Apple Max, stop it. Thank you, Alvin Hodger. Economies will always need salespeople. You either sell for your business, sell for someone else's business, sell for yourself on why you currently are where you're at in your life. Listen, there's so truth. Like, engineers did make the iPhone, but salesmen sold it, right? The commercials sell it. People sold it. You have to have sales. Sales are the true engine of the economy. Not just because I love Grant Cardone, but just because it's true. They are the true sales, true engine of the economy. And as much as people try to go, oh no, Ericka, that's not true. It's totally true. It's absolutely totally true. My camera's tripping. So anyway, um, you need sales. Sales, 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 sales. Period. You just do. So when you improve yourself, you force other people to look at themselves and decisions they made or didn't make. Marcus Brown dropping quotes today. Let me read that again. When you improve yourself, you force other people to look at themselves and the decisions they've made or didn't make. Let me tell y'all, I got a few friends right now, women who are like sad because the dude they put in the friend zone back in the day, girl, he done cleaned up. He done cleaned up, girl. He got a good job, and they upset. And you know what you go? You go, well, he was really feeling you in college. He was really feeling you at 25. He was really feeling you at 27, girl. You playing, girl. You playing. So, I mean, again, you have to invest in yourself. You have to treat yourself well in order for those things to happen. I love you guys. Some of y'all are already hitting me up on LinkedIn. There are 20 people hitting me up on LinkedIn. Thank you. I appreciate that. I will hit that up after the show. What else we have? Coal miners is ass out. Here's the thing about coal miners. Some of the people live in areas where they home been paid off. They home been paid off. It's small town, 30K, 40K home been paid off. It's just the cost of living. It's gonna cost you to live. It's gonna cost you to eat, that stuff like that. Alvin Hodger, poverty can stress you, can cause stress that can cause health issues. That's right. Each person picks the struggle to strive or struggle to endure their life situation. That's right. A fragrance place. You've asked us every video, the last 8 videos, I'm pretty sure, about Amazon delivery. Go check out the video for UPS routes. Go check out the video for Amazon delivery. I'm going to say this with all love. If they're selling it to you this low and you haven't taken advantage of it, like you don't have 10K to take advantage of it, why are you here asking? Go get a credit card. Go get your finances and get that 10K and try it. If you've asked this question every video, if you really want to do it, go do it. Because I can tell you right now, I've looked at UPS routes and looked at stuff. UPS routes have waiting lists for people trying to get on. When something's good, people put a wait list on it. That's all I'm saying. Amazon is a company that is going to treat you similar to Uber. That's all I'm saying. So if you want to do it, it's 10K. Not everybody has 10K, but take your 10K and go do it. You don't got to keep asking about it. Go do it. Take it. Go do it. There you go. Listen, a lot of people think everybody slides down in economic achievement. I believe there's a certain percentage that slide up. We're always like the middle class is shrinking. No, a lot of people, like the church I go to, husband making 100K, wife making 80. At some point, they start investing in other stuff. Like I literally half of them in there, like, what do you do? They already know what I do. Half of them already didn't Google me. At this point, I've been there for years. You see me posting about real estate, you see me post about YouTube, and then it's like that question to see if I'm wanting to invest with them. I love it. Cracks me up. XOXO, I know you from O'Shea Show. Thank you. Tell O'Shea I said thank you. Is mind over matter. Perfect example. Thank you again, Solid Steps of Wealth, for the $50 super chat. Stress, poverty causes all kind of issues, right? Poverty, and my friend didn't believe me. My friend's Asian with a white wife, and I was saying a lot of black people sometimes have poor diets because the lack of fresh fruits and vegetables in the areas they're in. Nah, man, there's not stores where it's just white people food and black people food, Erica. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is some people cannot afford to continuously buy fresh fruits and veggies. They're so focused on buying the meat. You know what I mean? Like when I was at the store younger as a kid, people would buy meat, a ton of meat, and then some rice, a lot of rice, and a lot of canned stuff instead of a lot of veggies. Even though people laugh about collard greens and veggies and all that, people in the South put vinegar in their collard greens. Why? Because it's good for you. Okay, what's in kimchi? Vinegar. What's in a lot of these fermented foods? Vinegar. So when you start getting away from eating fruits and veggies, baked, cooked, all that stuff, you're going to be sick. You're going to be sick, right? And so when I talk about supplements, sometimes older black people be like, what? A lot of black people in my family, we got them the NutriBullets, the Ninja Bullets, right? For the Christmas. So everybody has one. You go over everybody's house, they dusty. I come in town, they're like, girl, let's make a shake. So I put some greens in it. I put a little bit of strawberries in it. And they'd be like, this is not sweet, Erica. It's not meant to be super sugary, Auntie Darce. It's meant to be good for you. It's meant to be good for your insides. It's a lifestyle. It's a training. You have to train people to one, eat better. Okay, well, if they say, well, Eric, I'm poor. Well, first of all, only thing you need to be focused on buying is focus on a heavily vegetable diet. A lot of beans. You're getting your protein from beans. A lot of rice. I mean, I used to make this joke. If you're on food stamps, you should be getting a giant thing of 100-pound bag of rice, 100-pound bag of beans. So start somewhere. Keep it simple. Cam, Erica, you keep saying 75,000. That's a lot. It's like a lot of money. You can barely survive off that in some places in the Midwest. I believe it. Yes, DJ B Media, you can add me on LinkedIn. I'm okay with that. Mark Dudley. Oh, Cam, that's a good one. Cam said we need to look at 75,000 as the new minimum wage so we can skip past six figures quick. Everybody, that's the new rule. 75K is the new minimum wage on the channel. Now I'm gonna say 50, but you know what I mean. Most people gotta get to 50. Don't get sick. Take your herbs and supplements. Yeah. Marcus A. Brown. That's my problem. I make good money, but I have to pay off credit card debt and get out of upside down car loan. Lesson learned. Ooh, yeah. That upside down car loan is the worst. I have a lot of clients who tell me they're in that kind of situation. Honestly, just making extra payments. You just got to put a timeline on it. Collections only last 7 years. Jason, they do, but who wasting their life like that? I hate to say it. Who wasting their life like that? 25, 7 years, you in a whole new decade. You 32? Okay, let's say you get the collections at 32. Now you waiting all the way to 40 to get what you got to do done? Nah. Get you some credit repair and get that shit cleaned up. Why you hating, Erica? Why can't I go get some cheap bronze in Brazil? Just the same reason why I ain't gonna go to Brazil and pick up no sad dudes standing around with shirtless. Like, what's up? Like, bro, no, you're not going to my hotel room. Hotep, Camille. Cam. Jason, is it a sure thing the recession's coming? Baby, that's cyclical. America is a up and down, up and down. There's harvest season and reaping. Reaping is hard. Sow you reap, you sow you reap. On average, it happens every 6 to 7 years. We going on 8, 9 years. And the reason I say I know is I can go on realtor.com right now and look at all the edge towns around Austin. All the arrows are going down. What does a green down mean on realtor.com? It means the prices is going down, or the price is soon to go down, or the price went down, or they adjusted the price. Check this out where you live on realtor.com. Go 5 miles out and see, or go on the edge of town, what you would consider the country, and see if the arrows are pointing down. It leads to a softening market. It's already happened in California. In the last video I shared, Graham and Kevin, who actually own real estate companies and are right there in the smack dab of California, where Asians are selling, Chinese investors are selling, and also people can't afford to buy. Because why? They live in expensive ass crazy California, which all crazy, backward craziness. Consistency is key. Thank you, Samuel McFadden. Enterprise, Google the Bank of England. Why are you asking me? Go Google it. It's not a hard money loan. It's an actual bank that's been in America for years. It's giving loans all 50 states. Go Google it, baby. People in the Facebook group, I will put her information in there for those people in the Facebook group for the Bank of England. That's y'all get the bonuses. Everybody in the Facebook group get the extra stuff. $300 to $500 a month is a decent Facebook or Google ad budget. It depends, Farida James. If you just focusing on, I mean, he was basically, Alex Becker was talking about when you get started. And honestly, if you just focus on your city, yeah, that's plenty. Oh, it depends on if you're city. If you say New York City, no. Focus on a small radius within your city. Doing tax returns, you can get rich. They charge like $300 per return. And it only takes like 10 minutes to do if you have proper training. That's true, Apple Max. Sometimes not. I think when you're a smaller guy or a smaller winner guy, girl company, you can get kind of overwhelmed with tax season. But you got to figure out how to make money in the off season too. See, Miss Lewis got it. I just need to get over my fear and I'm ready. Signs are everywhere in Sacramento out of nowhere, it seems. Well, that's where you also get a website. That's where you also see you got to get door knocking. I know people hate hearing door knocking, they hate that. If you ain't gonna do it, find somebody you can partner with and they door knock. There's just money in it. There's people when the house looks raggedy, send letters. Figure out letters or signs. You have to figure out your thing, but you have to stay consistent because what happens is people bounce around. They doing bandit signs, then they doing letters, then they doing this. Nah, you have to stay consistent. There's a reason those guys are mailing letters for 2 years. Situations change, people lose jobs, parents die, stuff happens. People sell at different times. Exactly. Exactly, Cam. Thank you, Cam. You have expats in Thailand complaining about how the cost of living is increasing to fund their cheap lifestyle. That's how I know the GDP and cost of living is changing. Let me put it to you this way. Your girl Ericka spends, when she's not out here running these streets, getting other stuff done, I have different channels that I have on my alert. And not one, but over 15 of the guys I follow that are expats have moved back to the United States all of a sudden. Listen to me say it again. People who've been living in Thailand and Vietnam for super cheap, fancy, all on the YouTube have moved back home. That's how I know we're in a recession. I know. I just know. Trust me. There's too many factors. There's too many moving parts for me to tell you, oh, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I study this shit all day. There's like 10 websites I want to show y'all, but since the computer is tripping, literally there's people printing articles talking about, hey, I just saw these indicators think we're going to recession. And I went to go Google search the article, and I couldn't even, I had to Google the woman by her first and last name and type the article in. That's how much it tells you that. I'm not going to say Skynet or Google is suppressing it, but it is. It's a suppressed article. She posted it, and it was like a bleep in the middle of the night, and 4 or 5 YouTubers talked about it. And I was like, did she just talk about a recession? I had to go Google her by her first and last name. Do you know how many reporters you don't even know their last name? You just know their first name on CNBC. That's how I know. And we're gonna finish this up in less than 10 minutes because we're going on. Good Lord, we're going on 2 hours. That's a long Sunday. But thank you all for the super chats. You better jump in that Facebook group. It is hot money. Jump on that note investing if you want to be there. We have Dr. Meadows. He's going to be very helpful in some of that. And we have Charles Ogilvy. Let me see. But I'm just saying, trying to give you context that your girl Ericka isn't just pulling it from her A. Like, I have an investment property in Nashville. And then I realized all the guys in Nashville are trying to quick sell everything all of a sudden. And I'm like, what is that about? Where's that coming from? Oh, we might be going to a recession. Then I'm over here checking on these people who are expats, people who I thought when I went overseas for a trip, I'm going to see them in 3-4 months. No, they moved home. They just came home. Why? What's happening that you guys all left Thailand at the same time and Bali at the same time and Europe all at the same time? Oh, your credit card limits is cutting, running out of points and stuff. Oh, your consulting clients is starting up. That's how I know, baby. That's why when people say they're like, Ericka, you don't know about a recession. Okay, cool. But I don't know anything cool. Ooh, why is the quality bad in NYC, Cam? Y'all don't got a Whole Foods up in New York. Apple Mac, she did pay for that house 10 times. Bo, the house where she at, that neighborhood, we bought 2 rentals over there for $40K. They've been renting out for our family for years. So you know she paid for her house 50 times over. He was trying to do her a favor. He was a nice old white dude too. He was trying to do her a favor. That's why certain families own all the real estate in town, because they'll just give it to their kids. Before they get really sick, they'll just give it to their kids. They'll make the companies, instead of like Papa owns 80% of the ownership of the company, now Papa owns 20% of the ownership of the company. The sicker Papa get, the more ownership of the company he start getting rid of. So all of a sudden you see people die and Papa, like, what's his name? Anthony Bourdain. He was only worth $1 million. If you believe Anthony Bourdain was only worth $1 million, please come over to my house so I can kick you in your crotch. Just right with my cowboy boot on in your crotch. Anthony Bourdain was moving money left and right. Anthony Bourdain was in over 30 different shows. He had over 7, I don't know how many books he were in and made comments in and read audio for. Trust me, that money for that little girl is put up so many different ways. Even that he killed himself, what you're seeing is just the money that he probably have access to. That's why they're like, oh, he was only worth $1 million. No, honey, go in some of them trust accounts. There's 65 different trusts, and when you die, sometimes they don't have to report them because that money isn't for you. That money's for your children. It's for your wife. You know, he wasn't divorced from that girl, so you know she got paid. Okay, so let's keep it 100. I'm just saying. We got 10 minutes left. Oh God, I gotta hurry because y'all be mad with me with these long shows. Mind over matter says she ain't sharing her house with her boyfriend. She not the type. Tell him, baby, they got to put a ring on it, okay? Yes, this is live. Uh, okay, this says, an Antonelle said, T said, hey, hi, Ericka, love your channel. You open my eyes to the fact that I need to make more money on my own and sick of barely surviving. Make 46 gross as a paralegal with lots of responsibilities and stress. Antonelle, check your W-4. Also, you need to look for some deductions this year. Help yourself out that way. D-Lo 87. D-Lo, I want to say something, but I'm going to stop. D-Lo, I love watching your videos. You give lots of game. Appreciate you. Thank you. Listen, I appreciate every single super chat. I appreciate every single consult, every single phone call. You guys make this worth doing. There's a lot of people who are in the business space who like, Ericka, don't do any more lives. Just run ads on your old videos. Don't do these lives. You give away too much information. And that's just not the game. Like, I wanted to bring Andre on, but since I got this new setup, This isn't like my Google Hangout. I couldn't find a way to click to get him on. So I'm sorry, Andre Hatchett, if you're still watching. I apologize. We'll do a live show later. Hold on, let me tell him. Okay, I had to make sure. Always treat our business partners with respect. And even if he's not in a current real estate and business investment, future. Bo's news. That's why when I come to you for help, it's going to be when I'm ready to make moves. All right. Web design is a headache. I believe it. Vitamin D is necessary. Yes, Leah. I cannot explain to you the difference your girl feels. Like, y'all can't tell in every video, but sometimes my face is lighter or darker. Like, I started eating different foods and taking supplements, and my face lightened up. Like, it's not a game. It is not a game. I started working with a personal trainer and just sweating out and drinking hot teas, and like, you can feel the difference. And I know people, I'm working with them, they're overweight, but they in the real estate market, so they're like, I'm doing all these calls and doing stuff. I'm like, bro, you got to take care of your health, or you won't. It won't matter how much money you got. It don't matter how many houses you flipping at one time. You eating burgers every day. I know construction guys who eat burgers every day. I bought a green smoothie for this guy one time. He was like, ugh, but it actually tastes good. So by the time he drank it, he was like, thanks. So jiggy with it. I'm not gonna comment on that, but I'm gonna just say you need vitamin D. Oh, Cam, I think marijuana's already pushed some people out of the city anyway. Denver especially. Taylor, Elise, that's the thing about sunlight. Um, Black people and Asian people don't get enough vitamin D from sunlight, period. Period. And because our food quality, that's why this all ties in. The food quality you're getting in America is sometimes commercial. It's like the food's been shipped for days. It's not as fresh. That's why you saw, if you see me on my Instagram, I went to farmers markets. I do that every other week. I try to go to different farmers markets because that means I'm getting it from the ground, fresh. It just had to be transported over here. If you're a Black person, vitamin D is not enough. Your melanin is so locked in, you don't absorb as much. You don't absorb as much as white counterparts. So vitamin D is still necessary. Oh, I have thyroid problems, and there are many different videos with conflicting information. Mind over matter. Mind over matter. Anytime you have a medical issue, I would definitely, honestly, change diet, and then two, always double check with doctor. So y'all talking to each other. Internet, I'm convinced entrepreneurship is the way to go. Our schools trains kids for corporate jobs. They need to train them to be their own bosses. Some of it, that's why I say entrepreneurship is a combination of rebel and rebel is where I need more money and this isn't working and this guy talking to me is not really that smart to be my boss. And then on the other side, you need money to live in this system. Does that make sense? Rhonda, okay, I see what you're saying. Always reach out to the links. Yeah, not all kids are built to be entrepreneurs. They select kids that they have the drive. So true, but not true. Here's the thing. A lot of kids want to work within a system. And if you're an entrepreneur, even if you build an office with the system, you'll be fine. That's my whole key here. Like when people are like, I'm a hustler, I'm an entrepreneur. Okay, what do you do day from step 1 to step 2 in order for your company to grow and stay growing? If you get in a car accident, who knows to come in your office and what to do? They can't just hustle their way into what you do at your office. And that's why I try to convince people. I'm like, that's the line. And we're about to get off here. It's been 2 hours. Let me finish out these last ones. My son got a free backpack from a program, and why they set up tables like a job fair where kids got to go to each table to get supplies. Ah, very good training. That's what they did. Apple Mac. That's funny. Um, People hate Lon LeBron, but we already talked about it. You know what it is. Thank you so much. Dropping a second super chat, Miss Riviera. Thank you so much. Another $9.99, baby. Oh yeah, those are great locations. What's up, Stephanie McLean? Looks sound like a new name. What's up, Samuel Mc? Oh my gosh, you guys are in here. Okay, I gotta wrap this up. We're gonna be in here all day if we don't wrap this up. Okay. Thank you, old Charlie. There he put his email in. Thank you so much. I'm gonna email you. We're gonna try to wrap this one up. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, where we at? What else? What else? Goodness, y'all. I'm gonna have to wrap some of this up. Thank you again, Saw Steps of Wealth. Thank you so much. Um, Ericka Williams is a data scientist, personal wealth, real estate, no BS. I try to give y'all the good stuff. I'm just getting here. I've been subscribed for you for 2 years. Oh, thank you, Stephanie McLean. I used to date a McLean back in the day. Back in the day. Do you invest with Vanguard index funds? Mobile maids. We'll have to talk about that another day. Ericka sees my stats and knows I digested everything. Ericka's the best advice. It's up to you to follow. If you procrastinate, it's on you. You better get her consultation while you can't afford it. Hey, baby, you don't even know. Your girl's so ready to raise them prices. Because when the recession comes, I already know more people gonna call. Oh my God, this happened. I'm like, oh, I've been talking about this for years. You knew. You knew. Grant Cardone is from Louisiana, but he's Greek. They're not even like white people. They were Greek, and they let him know he won't white people. Man, y'all, good Lord. Good night. Thanks, D Bloke. Some of y'all are in different countries and different places. So I apologize for this thing going 2 hours. But thanks for being here. What else? What else? What else? Cam, you need to do it, man. Hit me up. We'll talk about it. But Ericka, a woman shouldn't choose a dude she don't like just because he got money, or should she? Oh, Apple Mac, we ain't going there today. You start mess. Y'all starting that Sierra mess. Listen, y'all want women to choose better, then they choose better and you're mad. What you want them to do? If you want people to get to know you for you, why? What makes you stand out? You ever see the Animal Kingdom channels where some animal walks by, like the peacock is peacocking all the feathers? Well, shit, they all got feathers. You're just trying to find out which one's the nice one, right? So that's how I look at that. It's not about money; is just a result. Let's be really honest. And let me. I didn't want to go in the rabbit hole, but Apple Mac will make me bunch them up today. What is your results? Right? Why should someone even be interested in you? Right? Let's be honest. Let's be shallow for a minute. If somebody's fat, overweight, like they busted and disgusted, can't walk down the street, you're not really interested in their results, because you're like, well, clearly there is the result of either some thyroid issue, some medical problem, or some overeating. Maybe that's not you. If you see somebody who's in poverty and have bad habits, he may be the nicest guy ever, but he got some bad habits. So I'm not saying women should choose men for money. I'm saying choose people for their habits and their results. If you got shitty results, get in where you fit in, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I told the people the other day, I go out in town all day. There's lots of fat couples, lots of ugly couples, lots of beautiful couples. People find where to get in, where to fit in. Sierra got in where she fit in very nicely, I per se. Anyway, did y'all know, for the record, I went to a summer school class with Russell Wilson at NC State the year he became the quarterback. But we'll do that story again. Y'all can see it on so many videos. I've talked about that. Then thank you, Mind Over Matter. Thank you. Exactly. I'm going to leave it alone. Castor oil. Yes, castor oil is something as a kid, your parents straight up looked at you and be like, no, not the castor oil. But what they were doing is they were trying to help clean you out. Black seed oil is good too. Listen, y'all. You better get on the jet stream. Y'all better get on the team. I'm telling you, when this ride starts taking off and we start actually being ready to develop some of that land I've purchased, it's gonna be lit. That's all I'm gonna say. October, November is gonna be lit. Mark G, why you drive? Mark G starting it too. Man for a money is equal to beauty for a woman. Listen, there's something my uncle used to say. Every woman's a 10 to somebody, right? Like there's some man in the world like, that's my woman, right? Not everybody's gonna feel that way about you, but there's some man out there that will feel that way about you. So if you're a man and you ain't got a lot of money, there's some woman out there. May not be the one you want, but she out there. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Saw herself to wealth. She said, I need 150 to 200,000 to be comfortable per year, close to 15K month net. That's what's up. A lot of people don't even know they're addicted to sugar. Yes, Marcus. Yeah. Listen, Marcus Brown hit the point. 1 month, I had coffee with no sugar, no cream. Boy, y'all would have thought I was drinking like, ugh, I couldn't even stand it. Like, my mom and them live in North Carolina, and they drink muscadine wine. Muscadine is technically a dessert wine over there. Some of the way they make it is like a dessert wine. It's very sugary, very sugar. Like I can't even. I sip it to my lips and get sick because I've lived in Texas so long. I drink drier wines, not super dry, but dry enough. And when I'm drinking it, I'm like, y'all, that is liquid diabetes. Don't drink that shit, yo. But they stay drinking. I'm like, it's liquid diabetes. Don't do it. But the sugar, I mean, Kool-Aid. I remember somebody asked me, did we make Kool-Aid? And my mom looked at them like, who are you talking to? First of all, we're Southerners. We drink tea, which is just as bad. Sweet tea is just as bad. But that whole, you pouring sugar, pounds of sugar, there's a video that cracks me every time. It's like a white person, it's a black dude with a blonde wig on, say, how white people make Kool-Aid? One little bit of sugar, stirs it. Black people, and he's just pouring sugar in. That's how I am with butter. I used to be really bad with butter too. I used to just like, and somebody was like, "Are you from Louisiana?" And I said, "No." He said, "That's how Louisiana people cook. They put a ton of butter and everything. Girl, don't do that." I'm telling you, that sugar. There's so many Netflix documentaries on sugar. I can't even watch them anymore. It makes me freak out. I'm like, no, don't. But you also got to think. Back in the day, sugar was like a wow. You got sugar to go in something to make it sweet. Wow. That's what's up, Solid Steps of Wealth. Grow your business. Exactly. I am interstellar beyond the free thinking. That's a long name. 019 Mega, you are awesome. Thank you so much. Mind over matter. Keep motivated. Surround yourself with people that support you and believe in you. You are a giver and need to be in a situation where your gifts are reciprocated. Exactly. Cam and mind over matter. I know you're having a private conversation. The key is that's why I'm making the Facebook group. So people who are like vibing, wanting to invest, wanting to make moves can connect with each other. Some sectors are deep in a recession right now. Trust me, I see it every day. That's why the hustle is real and business is realer. Is that a word? It could be. I mean, seriously, you see a lot of car dealerships right now. I'm looking for a truck, a Dodge Ram, and I found Dodge Ram for $7,000. I was like, "What's wrong with it? About to blow up?" They were like, "No, just need to get rid of it. I've had it for a while." I'm like, "Dang." Experian is the worst, Hilltop. They worse them. But you know what works really good? Oh, can't tell you. It's in the credit repair class. I'm gonna do a video on it. Oh, Apple Mac, that's nice. Container house overlooking the sea. If California doesn't burn up by then. Check out the stock trading movie, The Big Short. Well, it's not even Apple Mac. Like, here's my thing. That's also why I'm doing the note investing group. So y'all can learn how to invest past the stock market. There's so many opportunities. Like when I started going with apartment investing groups and they were saying like 20%, 23%, 24% interest. I thought this was loan shark. And I was like, this is illegal. This is some illegal shit. But then I realized the more I went, the more that's the average. So you get on different levels, the higher you go. Yeah, they're giving people these. They're not giving everyday average day Joe those kind of numbers, but they're giving certain people where they're dropping $50 and $100,000 income drops 23% change on their money. So, I mean, it's just levels to this. So, ooh, mind over matter. I'm not even gonna read that out loud, but that's truth. La Femme Leduc talking about auntie again. Man, I be talking about all the aunties. Talk about the whole family. They don't even watch my channel. Like when they realize, oh, you do YouTube? I have like one family member who's ever checked this channel out. That's it. One. Just to Google it and be like, oh, okay. And then went on about their business. Our family is like, are you in the military? Or are you a police officer? Or are you in real estate? That's how my family operates. If you ain't one of those three, they're like, what you doing? Why you don't just be a cop? You be like, I don't want to be a cop. Exactly. Thank you, Apple Mac. Anthony Bourdain had a gourmet chocolate company he started with his Russian friend. He was worth at least 10 million. Exactly. That's why when people sit here and say something I know is not true, I'm like, you don't understand how wealthy people move their money around. Like, there's two sisters who are on the billionaire list. And everybody's like, wait a minute, how do these 21-year-old and 23-year-old girls get on the billionaire list? They grandpa gave them the company. Or no, was it their dad? No, they had an old dad. Like Alvin Hollander says, daddy paw. They had an old ass daddy who, when he started getting sick, he started giving them increments of the company. And by the time he died, now they're both billionaires because the company's worth $2 billion. Both of them are billionaires and they're on this Forbes list. And I'm like, they should be off the Forbes list. At least the Jenner girl did make the money, but I'm like, they're literally inherited a business. Now, I'm not saying they don't run it, but at 21 and 23, a company that's been running for years, they are just a face and ownership. Michael Obu, the Facebook group, you can hit those links Cams and put in there to get in there. Andre old lady let him on the internet. D Brown, are these groups good for people just starting to learn how to investing? D Brown, I have several different groups, and you can get this book right here, Smartphone Millionaire. If you're learning about investing, you can watch this channel. You can go back and watch the video, How to Become the Banker for 25 bucks. This note investing course is going to break it down, Mr. or Miss D Brown. I don't know if you're a woman or man. We're going to have special guests on. It's just the live training. Like the way we're doing this video right now, this is exhausting, but I can actually train people better like this, but in a private video because it'll be less people. It'll be maybe 50 to 100 max. And we're going to be on, this is our topic tonight. This is our topic next week. This is our topic, whatever. And it gets more focused and it helps you build up an opportunity to start investing. Ooh, what's that say, Interstellar? I am Interstellar. I'm going to get my truck freight broker license in October. Since you have trucks, I can get you loads at good price. Interstellar, send me your email ASAP. Mrs. Love Jones might want your name too. I know you meant loads. Oh yeah. I mean, right now, Cam, if you there's a book called Outrage in the Rink, and I'll say this, I'll be careful. A lot of African American and Latino people, when they get mad, oh, we're gonna protest in the street. Somebody needs to hear me. What makes moves is dollars. There's a bunch of black lawyers who paid for a Confederate statue to be moved and a different statue to be put up. That's real boss moves. Instead of complaining about your neighborhoods, buy up everything on that damn neighborhood. There's white supremacists buying up black neighborhoods in Atlanta right now and renting all the homes out. So you feed in their family and all their cousins when you and 2 or 3 people, me, Cam, and 2 other people can go buy up 4 or 5 of those cheap properties and own a whole street. That's all I'm saying. There's power to it. So David Porter, that's why there's so many urban garters in Detroit. Yeah, I liked how y'all guys did that too. Wow, Nisha Holmes, welcome to Texas. Good Lord, y'all got a lot of combos in here. Let's finish this out. Okay, so we're done. You guys were in here. Mom never raises some Kool-Aid. Okay, I see. What's moving so fast? I see your email. I'm beyond seller. I'll write that down. Okay. Anyway, can you guys drop the link for the Facebook group? Star Asia, can y'all hit it one more time? Okay, she did. Thank you. Okay, what else we got? All right, you guys, we're done. We got down here. Cops are underpaid and overstretched. Well, see, 09 Mega, the thing about cops, like where our family's from, people do overtime all the time and get paid $100,000 a year. That's the thing. Overtime is where they play the money because their towns are always short on cops. So then they do overtime and that's how they make the money. So anyway. All right, everybody. This is Ericka from the Classy Climb blog. It's been 2 hours and 16 minutes. Your girl needs some water. Mouth is dry. This is your girl Ericka from the Classy Climb blog. This is the author of the Smartphone Millionaire book, How to Invest, Lend to People from the Palm of Your Hand, phone, people, businesses, you name it. Coming up is going to be the Facebook group. If you don't hit the link, you can't get in. It's a private, secret Facebook group. We only want winners because we only work with winners, baby. Secondly, we have the Note Investing live training for the next 2 months, next 8 weeks. It's going to be lit. It's going to be fun. We're going to break it down. We're going to have the sites, how to get it through. Thank you for the comments, everybody. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you, Salt Step to Wealth. Thank you, Miss Riviera, for the 2 super chats. Thank you, everybody who super chatted. I can't remember everybody's name, but we try to get this stuff kicking. Hit all the like button for you roll out, but the power is in group. Power is in group. You guys can get in these groups, work together, meet halfway, invest in cities together, and get it moving. That's why we're doing the Facebook group. We know it's powerful. We can even share tactics about stores and shopping and all kind of stuff. We can share affiliate links, all kind of stuff, y'all. Get it lit up in there. You dig? So everybody who asked for me to email them for different things, I will get that done. Again, get in, get plugged in. Either get in that thing. I'm going to bring Aisha on the show coming up in the future here. I'm going to do a live with her, talking about her tour coming up. We got several people we're going to bring on the show in the next couple weeks. So prepare yourself. You guys have been amazing. This is Ericka, Classy Climb blog. Sorry, Andre Hatchett. We'll come on and bring you on the show a little bit later in the week. Everybody have a great night.